Everybody got your fingers crossed? It's Thursday, and if it was acting up yesterday, you would figure today would be fine, but we do not have guarantees. Pickup of trailer. Pickup of trailer?
You can take me, but you cannot take my bunghole.
Hey, Richie.
I am the great
Sorry, I am looking for a specific email I was just told I should be looking for. Also, I need to go grab an email address because there's an email that I have to toss out as soon as I get a notification because we are sending in pictures of the mess that the tree made so we can get a permit to tear it all down, and apparently they want pictures of it. But I want to make sure that she gets the paperwork and starts putting us in there so that the pictures go along with our account that I guess that they would probably create. I don't want her just getting some random email or something like that and then trashing them without seeing the pictures, and it's like, oh no, you've got to send us pictures now. And it's like, I'll just wait until she's got the paperwork in her hand. So I need to go grab the card off the refrigerator because I did not do that. I meant to put it by my PC and I didn't do it. Give me just a second. Okay, I am set to send email. Sexy chair stream? I'm sorry, I got in the way of the sexy chair. My bad. Don't you hate when I stick my face in the front of that? Man. No, let's not do that. Set and ready to send. Okie dokie. Sending photos for things for permit sounds about right. Yeah, the thing is it's like we were planning on taking the building down anyway. It was already falling apart. We were starting to scavenge it for like bits and pieces so we could build with it. And we were pricing out one of those big, huge roll-off garbage cans. They're not cheap and it's hard to find a good one. So, we finally found one. And about that time we started messing around with the trees, and one of the trees fell during a storm on top of the building we were planning on taking down. So it got a little bit more complicated. And then those folks sent us a tax form saying we owed money on it because it's a trailer. You're technically supposed to get like a tag. Almost like you get a tag for a car. You get tags for trailers, basically saying that, yeah, you've paid for your tag. I don't understand why trailers have to have tags. I think that's just another way of getting a tax out of it. They tax the property and then they tax the trailer. That's just how they get their money because tax is the stupidest thing ever. Anyway, the point is they were taxing us for a building that was actually condemned unlivable. So we have to get a permit to have it taken down and then take the pictures to the permit place. And then after that, after we get the permit for it, we could take it to the tax people and say this is unlivable residence and we should not owe money, so they will stop sending us bills. Otherwise, they're going to put a lien on the property, and it's like, you can't put a lien on the property because the trailer on top of it. There's a whole house over here, too. Anyway, they're trying really hard. They're trying really hard to either sucker punch or milk money. And it's like, no. You should not be allowed to charge somebody that for an unlivable building. I mean, if they're supposed to come out and assess an area for the tax. It's based off of what the building is worth, what the land is worth, and that's what your tax is, basically. Well, obviously this year, if anybody had come by and assessed the building, there was a big gaping hole straight through the building. And it's been that way for almost a year because we used bits and pieces of it to build the chicken coop last year. So there's no way they actually inspected it. Trailer license passed. Why? It's a fancy wheelbarrow, right? Basically, I would say if you're not going to tax a house and a land separately, then why would you do it for a trailer? It doesn't make sense. It's not a vehicle anymore. It's parked. But I don't want to say that too loud because I bet some government official is going to be like, yeah, why aren't we doing this? And then they'll start writing some sort of legislative to make it legal for them to get more money that they don't actually need. Because they can just print it. They don't actually need our money. That's just a way of stripping money from... I'm going to stop. We are playing... Here, let me hit the button. We are playing Fallout 76 today. And I'm just going to skip on what I was talking about a second ago because I could get riled up about stuff like that. You had millions of questions yesterday from solicitors. Oh, no. They might be listening. They probably are. I just wish they did something, I don't know, constructive with the stuff that they listen to instead of just doing it for a way to screw people over, but you just really can't expect them to do anything honorable. Captions are still turned off. Let me fix that. There we go. Captions are on. Close call, yeah. Uh-oh, what we got? A black suit. Wear a suit. And... a lunchbox. There we go. Does anybody else fix their taxes? I don't know when they do them over in Europe. I know that you guys basically get sent a bill for how much your taxes are, and then you just cut the check or whatever it is and send it in. Over here, we have to figure out our taxes ourselves type of thing. So ours was the 15th. Everybody get theirs done? Why do I feel like that's just going way too many times? Hang on. Depends. Most owner tax is done for us. Give it a minute. It should figure itself out. Just wait for it. Let me check the radar right quick. There are storms in the area. Are we back again? I think we might be back again. We don't have storms anywhere near us. There is no reason why we should be fluctuating today. That stuff is so far north. I mean, it's like practically just like kissing the touch of Georgia. The very, very top of it. It's not anywhere near us. There's no reason my internet should be fluctuating like this. I guess I'm going to have to call these guys again. I am so sick of dealing it. Why can't we just do the things? Why can't you pay for a thing and actually get the thing that you asked for? Yes. Let me do some quick math. Hold on, I'm trying to figure something out because I just noticed that there is a bit of an issue. Divided by... Okay. Let's try this. Okay. Are we back? Like I said, there shouldn't be any problems, but it is Thursday. And Thursday, for some reason or another, is always bad with our internet. I don't know what's going on, but it always is. Eat bad dino nuggets. Elevator music, yeah, it is kind of elevator music. I can't hardly hear it. Oh. That would be the reason why I can't hardly hear it. So, are we done with the bug fixing? I feel like I have just completely changed positions on where I sit because my camera is just all confused. Maybe I have. Maybe. How's everybody's day going? How's your Thursday? Christensen, how you doing? I dropped a question about Rebirth, episode 32 in the Discord the other day. Wasn't sure if you wanted an answer to that. I think you asked during the video, or if it was just you thinking out loud. What question was that? Not a bad sleep day? Today is just like gloomy, but there's not enough rain going on. I wish there was more rain. I probably shouldn't wish that. I've got a whole lot of things that are in there. Your bribe worked. Christensen, my internet dropped like 5 minutes ago. You just managed to come in right after it happened. But it is Thursday, so it usually happens. I was expecting it. We haven't done anything. I haven't gone anywhere. Heck, I've even checked my radar and looked through my emails really quick, waiting to see when it was going to happen. I asked about the ammo assembly station, wondering if the schematic came from... Oh yeah, I was actually... Someone said it came from a trader or something like that, but they didn't... they didn't say what trader. And I was like, I have been looking through all the traders. Now, I haven't been to the wasteland, so if it's in the wasteland, I'll probably figure it out when I get there, but... I've looked at the other traders, I haven't seen it. I said it was a mission, but I didn't know who gave it to me. Cap asked the same for his series. I don't mind knowing. I don't mind knowing. That way, if I've missed it, I'll know to go back and look again, because I do have a bad tendency of missing things. Aside from my insane ability to get lost on a paper sack, I also have the ability to look at something and then not see it. It happens all the time. I don't know if you guys have noticed this about me. There was that notorious time with the antibiotic. Not that in the end it would have saved me, but it could have potentially helped. It's creepy music. Oh, they're advertising for Oblivion. You haven't missed it. It's not available yet. It's from a trader you've already met that's partially vague hopeful. Okay, so it is somebody I've already met, but they're not giving it to me yet. Okay, gotcha. So I'll just keep checking. I'll just keep checking. There's one trader, the guy that's also offering the mods. I can't even see what he offers until after I get his 150 whatever type of zombies. How many coffees? This is just my first cup. And I think I'm going to have a cup, and I'm going to have some of my lemon balm tea, because I feel kind of dehydrated right now. I don't know why, and then I'll have me another cup of coffee. But I really need the caffeine. Today is kind of gloomy. I don't know how the rest of you are with the gloominess. It makes me just want to sleep. Let me go ahead and climb in. There's quite a bit of building that happened off stream, so I wanted a chance to show you guys. Not the main base, it's like the underside of the base I wanted to show you guys. My basement, as it were. Stream Element says I'm streaming again. That's cool. Okay. I came in for a landing. Ow! My face. Good grief. Can we please get welcome mats where you spawn where you want to? Is that something that can or cannot happen in this type of game? Is this an inability to program that into the game? I'm always afraid because the cat just follows you around and I just heard the cat purring. Is it now stuck inside the building? Because I don't see it walking. There it is. Okay. Mr. Mullet's okay, guys. Pet the kitty. And you put a submachine gun in my pocket. Thank you. So cute. Stream Elements has a severe case of deja vu every Thursday. Yes. Every single Thursday. Can I get a higher amount of rads? There we go. It's just like the smallest little notch right there. Okay, now I can come up here. And... okay, I was hearing weirdness. That's just me hearing things. It's fine. It's fine, everybody. Maybe not. What was that? Jeez, dude! Hi. That was so rude. I was just turn around, he's just... it's fine. I do promise, this is my first cup of coffee. Gloomy, sunny, snow, all good times for coffee. Nah, I don't know. When I go out and work in the yard, I've seen people like take cups of coffee out into the yard with them. I cannot drink coffee when I know I'm going out to the yard. It's just too thick. I need like Powerade, Gatorade, water, something like that, unless I'm taking a break, and then a good soda is... I don't know why a good soda is just like refreshing, or maybe a lemonade would be nice. Something like that, but I just cannot do a coffee. Buying all my plans, huh? I have got the cheapest plans in all of the apocalypse. Hi. So, I mean, like, people could just come buy from me and then up the price and put it inside their own box. Alright, and how many people...
The things I miss about game life.
Oh, nothing. Short list.
Thank you, Beckett. Directional audio and all that. Unless he's actually standing right behind me. No, he's not. Just basically sounds like Mullet just said all of those. And I'm pretty sure Mullet doesn't have that voice. I could be wrong. Oh, nice toxic goo. That's like my sunscreen. Last night, who after the stream managed to go get themselves a snack because everybody was hungry? We were talking about cereal types that everybody likes, and then occasionally like chip brands got brought up too. Sadly, I don't have any chips or cereal in my house, so I couldn't go in there and take care of that little craving that I had. I instead made a sandwich that had butter and jelly in it. It was just a butter and jelly sandwich because I can't have peanut butter, so I had a butter and jelly sandwich last night. I am still wanting the Taco Bell. Still want the Taco Bell. Yeah. You got toast? Toast is good too. I actually had the thought while I was making my snack, what would happen if I made like a grilled cheese inside the air fryer? I don't know. I don't know how that would turn out. Or if it would even be worth the mess to try and make it in the air fryer. So it turns out pretty crisp on the stovetop. I don't know if it'd be worth doing it in the air fryer, if it would just be complicated. I think you've seen videos about that. I think I've seen ones where they made like a...
I wish I could have reached more of them.
I've seen people do like a grilled cheese hot dog thing in a fry... Is he actually standing behind me this time? No, he's not. That is... That's annoying. It's not necessary for me to hear him in my ear whenever he gets to talking. He's like up inside that building. Why am I hearing him? It's ridiculous. Christensen, what cup of coffee are you on? Oh, I need to take some meds. My sanity is going. I'd hate to go full feral. Wonder what happens if you do go full feral, if you just slowly die, or if, like, there's something else that happens. Oh, those are good ones. I'm gonna hold on to the daddy-os for... You know what? I can do Fury. Marsupial. Didn't I already take that one? Did I buy 2 for somebody else? Hold on. I thought I took that one. I guess not. Okay. 3-ish, you've had 3 cups of coffee? Oh my lord.
We gotta protect what we have.
I think at that point I would start smelling colors. I really do. I think I would start smelling colors. Are you smelling colors? Or are you just like, you've had that much coffee a whole lot so it doesn't affect you the same way? You're into your 3rd cup of tea so far? Good grief. Now, I don't know the caffeine content of tea versus coffee on which one has more. I do want another cup of coffee, but I think I'm going to make myself some tea. I'm going to finish off this coffee. I'm actually almost done with it. I just made the cup. So... Anyway, while I'm finishing off this last little bit, I'm going to show you guys what I did to the basement before we go doing anything. Oh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Tea has more caffeine. Tea has more caffeine than tea. Right, because how many things have you had? But you don't absorb it the same way as coffee. You don't get as much caffeine with tea. Oh. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so this is basically my laboratory basement type of thing. So I've got a couple of plants decorating. I've got a workbench in case anybody comes down here and they need to scrap anything or whatever it is that they need to do. Or I have a second vending machine in case they come down here looking for the vending machine. Which all of the vending machines are connected, I think. Yeah. All the vending machines are connected, so they can come down here and look at that if they need to. Then we have got my full-on lab, where we're experimenting to figure out how to make ghouls and how to reverse ghoulism. So we've got a lot of specimens down here. And we're trying to figure out whether or not a Wendigo's genetics will help us in making this. And, of course, we've got a chemistry station. Officer, it's not what you think it is. Those are volunteer brains. People have volunteered these specimens. They were dead, and then, we helped them. And this is where we can, like, bathe people in radiation if they need it. Nice. Ice bath, radiation... Pay no attention to what's underneath the sheet. And, of course, we got a drink mix in case we need to brew something together, because we're still working on figuring out all that stuff. And then, of course, I've got a couple of extra guys and then my fish. Because, you know, every laboratory / office needs a fiche. We need a name for him. I don't have a name for him. So that's my laboratory underneath my base. The poor goldfish. No. He's happy. He likes his little bag. What do you mean? So that's my basement. That's what I was working on before. I would really like a couple more of those buildings. I've got a couple of them, but they all look similar. They have the same type of vibe. So I would like to get a couple of them that are like completely different vibes that have different things that they're supposed to do. Have I seen the mini-season window yet? No, I have not. I'm going to assume... it's from the 22nd to the 6th. Complete challenges to rank up and earn tickets. Redeem tickets to claim rewards. You could just free get the backpack. Yeah, sure, I'll get that. Question. Doesn't this dabble a little bit... correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't there a law that's being fought over in the EU on things like this, these passes, this monetary system, this type of stuff and things, and they're just adding yet a new one in? I don't think that's good, right? I'm gonna change the skin on my backpack before we do stuff. Well, I did get the backpack thing. All of these you have to do them with the backpack changed over, right? Craft. I don't want to craft the backpack. I need to modify. No, my little Mothman dude, he's got tiny eyeballs though. Minor money backpack. That's the one we need. Let my cursor go over here, please. No, I don't want you to... Stop. There we go. I don't ever see my backpack, so I don't pay that much attention to it. Okay. That has to do with more rambling loot boxes being classed as gambling. It also is supposed to be like having currency in-game that does not have a monetary value. Like if you have an in-game currency, it also has to show you the real-world value, and that there is a crossover on real-world value because you can technically purchase that currency. If I'm not mistaken, that's also part of it. I was watching... I've already forgotten his name. I could probably look it up, but it's on the other account, so... Anyway, let me go get a top off. Well, not a top off. I'm gonna go get something else to drink, and then I'll set up to get another top off later for this. Chair looking at you sideways? Oh no. That is good. It might as well be lightly flavored water. It's really good. Alright, so in order to do these, wait, where does it have the, hold on, let me actually get into Discord so I can ask instead of everybody having to translate through the thing. No, I haven't even opened Discord. What do you mean? Oh. Apparently there was an update to terms and conditions. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
How you doing?
I am fighting things.
You're fighting things?
Well. Hey, killed enemies in the forest region.
That apparently didn't count. Oh well, I need to give Liz back these teddy bears.
Oh yeah, you can't share teddy bears, you have to pick them up fresh yourself.
Now, with it.
Oh, Lord. Okay, in order to do the... whatever the backpack stuff is that I have to do, is it just doing dailies, or is it a different set of missions?
No.
It's different.
In the challenges, there's an events tab, and they're in there. You track them just like you would like a daily mission or something.
There are those teddy bears for you to pop back into your thing, Liz.
Oh, jeez. I'm gonna have to get used to being able to jump like that. That's crazy.
Oh. You got the high jump as well now.
Yeah, I went on a kick. Somebody had a whole bunch of the things inside their stuff, and I was like, I wonder which ones of these will work, and I just started downing all of them.
Just gonna make sure you get the Starch Genes card now, so you don't get as
I
many
should
bad
already-
effects.
I should already have
Yeah,
it.
that's a good point, Liz. Have you got starch genes equipped?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was just wandering around killing things while waiting. Okay, now one of the dailies is I've got to cripple 2 ghoul legs, so can you stand still for a minute?
Hey! No. I don't think so. I'm not doing that.
You want to find me a speed demon serum? At some point.
You've got one if you want it in my vending machine.
Don't forget, Kitty gave you the machine
yeah.
gun. Yes, that's right. I probably need to get rid of that.
Where did the cat find a machine gun?
I thought there was a tiny person inside of my base. Your name tag was right over the alien sitting on my floor. I was so confused. It's fine. I'm fine.
Damn it. I gave myself away.
Oh man, that was silly. Okay. It was just like for a split second, I was like, "Wow, which starch
I think
gene? Which
somebody
gene
bought
is
it.
that?" That was silly. I'm fine, guys. It's fine. Okay. Involuntary PvP, yeah, exactly. It's crazy. Okay, now, it was...
I wonder if I've got one back at home.
Damn, that wasn't a bad shot from that distance. I nearly hit your head.
Complete challenges. And you said the challenges were listed where?
Yeah, where you go to see your daily, your weekly challenges under the challenges menu, there's one as a tab labeled events.
Events. Okay, I see. But all it's got is complete week 1 challenges. Doesn't actually have what the
below
challenge.
it, so
No,
you know.
keep going down.
there's cigarettes, craft molotovs, kill humans, and so on. Scrap silver, pick a lock.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, I did have one.
That's a lot of stuff. Pick logs. Yeah, I'm not sure how far I'm gonna get into that one. I was just getting to where I was getting used to going after my regular stuff.
Yeah, see, you just want to get to the
Demon.
last page on the season. Not the last
Okay.
page, the level 100 page, so you can get the Boneyard Planter Kit.
Can you not even look at the other pages? Where's the other pages? It's just this page
Oh,
one
there's
of
only
one.
one page for There's only one page for Appalachian Outlaws. I'm about the big season.
The regular scoreboard.
Oh yeah,
Rank
yeah.
100, you unlock something called the Boneyard Planters.
Boneyard planters.
Second to last page.
Yeah, that one's cool.
That one, you gotta get to rank 100. Only 45 to go.
And the exceptionally immersive correct toilet paper holder.
Mhm.
No, they had to get one immersive thing right.
Ah,
And it wasn't the floaters.
that's true. Okay, so are we gonna do missions or are we gonna work on dailies? I'm up to either one. Are you sure
We'll
that's just
see.
lightly flavored water? There's no vodka in this right now. That you know of. But seriously, no, there's no vodka or anything like that in there. It is water, sugar, about a tablespoon maybe, 2 tablespoons possibly of honey, because it was like I put enough sugar in there to start tasting it, and then I finished out the sugar with honey itself so I could get some of the benefits of drinking sugar instead of drinking honey instead of sugar. But I'm not about to use like a full cup of honey. It's exceptionally expensive. And then it's lemon balm. So
If I need to do one thing real quick. Right, promote this to
See,
lead.
most of my dailies I'd collect while doing...
I think
missions
some of the
anyway.
dailies we could just do as we're doing missions, maybe.
where did we leave off? Didn't we leave off with you two needing to do the missions too? Or did we finish y'all's? I don't think we did.
No, we ran out of time. I think maybe I still need to do that run.
I still need to do it, but I'll do it whenever.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one it was. So you actually, you need to be in charge because I don't know where you are in yours. Obviously, you have to be the leader in order to run that.
Go to Harper's Ferry, so...
About to leader.
I'm just gonna run and sell things.
Hey,
Costa, thank you so much for the follow there. Here. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate the follow. Thank you.
So, let's see. Out of the blue. Show on map.
I was thinking with
Yeah,
this tea,
perfect.
the next time to add a little bit of kick of caffeine. And because I also like green tea when I do the lemon balm, I'll add a couple of bags of green tea to it as well to give it a little bit more flavor.
I need a hobby.
Might try that.
Oh, wait, that's the whole bartending thing.
I really like the fact that no matter where I'm at, he's right in my ear. Hi, Mullet. How are you doing?
Yeah, didn't you realise that he slipped a radio in your ear?
Apparently. He's just talking to me through my Pip-Boy. Saying sweet nothings to me through my Pip-Boy. But yeah, if you are looking to make your own homegrown tea and you're looking for something with a good flavor, that it actually takes work to kill it because it's a mint. Lemon balm is from the mint family. It's a little bit more of a tender mint. Like, it's not going to survive like really, really colds. Whereas mint, you have to try to kill it, and you probably will fail if you try to kill regular mint. Lemon balm is a little bit more, you got to take care of it just a little bit more than that, but it puts out a lot of leaves, and it makes a really good tea. Where are we
I
going?
need to get a camera picture of a stingwing before I joined Richie. Then the rest of my dailies I can do while
Harper's
doing
Ferry.
missions.
I'm there right now.
Oh, I have a camera too. Where are you going for that thing?
Oh, this way.
I'm gonna go all the way around the damn building. Hang on.
No, just yeah.
That's a
just
good
straight
point.
this way.
I should jump to Brett for
Huh?
the photo.
Oh, not all the way around the building.
Where are you?
You should be able to see me. I can see your icon. You have to jump over the fence. Can't quite get high enough to get back over.
Okay, I'm down here. Are you just invisible? What's going on here?
No.
Okay.
You know when you spawned in at the entrance?
Mm-hmm.
You can literally just run and jump over the fence to get onto the golf course. I'm going to find my way back up now, aren't I?
Are you talking about over here?
No, you've gone completely the wrong direction.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
Go
I
back to
forgot
the
about the
entrance to
photo
the
of
White Spring
Stingray.
Mall.
Okay.
Whee!
Like I said in my videos, I have the ability to get lost on a wet paper sack. I was not joking.
Okay. So while you're in this garden, you see all the robots and stuff outside. Go look right. Oh, you're on the wrong side of the building now.
This is where I spawned in at. That's the reason I said I needed to go around the building. I'm not lost. Dadgummit. I'm on my way.
Wait up, Richie, because they'll attack you, and you'll end up having to kill them before we can get there.
Oh,
Alright.
hang on. I've got to do this. You know I've got to do this.
I'm not even sure I'm even close to them right now, so don't worry.
That was a good one. It's still going. It's still going. That is so
And all the
good.
robots will end up attacking you.
Probably.
So go straight across the
Buttons.
entrance of the mall, down the side of in between the buildings, and jump over the fence.
Okay, on the way. I'm gonna forget this
I'll
jump
catch you.
thing exists, and I'm gonna go off of a cliff and get myself killed.
You wonder why I keep doing it.
Oh, that's a bit further down than I thought. Okay, it's fine. I'm good. My knees are fine. No, I don't have any film. Oh no. Well, this is a waste.
Here.
I've got a couple that you
Yeah.
can use, don't worry.
I didn't even think about that. What's the point in keeping your camera on you if you don't want to get any film? Gray, how you doing? You used to make a tea with spearmint from the garden. Not too flavorful, but just right. I still have not tried the mint. This one, I have like a little bit of mint leaves added to it, but I'm like, I don't think I can actually taste it. So, I mean, it's in there. It was just like a couple of sprigs. I was afraid of overdoing it and not liking it. So,
Let's see, Liz, you did that explosion, but this one's also good as well.
ooh. I don't know. I think mine had a pretty good amount of collateral. Oh, that guy down there needs to be done too. There it goes, there it goes. Nice. No, why did I have to stop? Oh, there's a gap. Okay. Isn't Bethesda taking away all the fun?
So yeah, they can't let us have too much fun.
Man.
Yeah, let me get my bearings. So head towards the snake.
I'm right
Then
by
it's
them.
one of these little... Oh yeah, they're right here.
Would be great as an advertising subject for Garmin and TomTom. What is that?
They're on me. Sat-nav makers.
Oh.
Got it.
Yes, I got it.
I've got it.
Wrong weapon.
Normally I just sneak away and leave them alone. But it's up to you.
Yeah, I don't have a sneak for that. And anyone else who comes in will respawn for them.
Oh, okay.
Because we're the three here, it's spawned for us.
Okay.
Oh, I suppose we could go to the golf area, just do the ghouls while we're here.
Mm-mm.
How many do we need?
It's 2 ghoul eggs, so it's it'd be pretty quick.
Do we run into any ghouls during the mission? I don't remember from last week.
Don't remember.
I think we were fighting super mutants, weren't we?
Yeah, mutant seems right.
Yeah, I think my character's a little bit faster too. I'm not sure what all I injected myself with, but as I'm a ghoul and I'm constantly taking drugs, I'm just like, here, try all of them.
I'll just have a look at your effects tab and I'll tell you what genetics you've got.
Marsupial. Not sure what mutants is. Radiation healing.
It's another one.
Vanguard. Let's see. Adrenal reaction, electrical charge, marsupial, and unstable isotope.
Alright, I've done my thing for the ghouls. And there's still some ghouls here.
I don't even know where you went. We stopped.
The golf
reading.
course.
The tea rabbit hole is insane. My daily is ceremonial matcha that I get from Japan. There's too many types of tea for different people. I want a sat nav that swears. Man, could you imagine if it was like a sat nav that changed according to like your mood or whatever? And you would get different people like Samuel Jackson, or you could get Sean Connery, or even
I had that for well, when my dad had us like early 2000s. We had that. We had voice packs. I remember there was a Samuel L. Jackson one.
Oh really? That is great. Okay.
Yeah, you just get new voice packs.
This is gonna be big.
Fight
Nice. Ow! I was not expecting the one right next to me to go to. Alright, how far is it gonna go? Ow, man! It did it just enough to get me.
Did you get what you needed?
I don't know.
With the 2 legs.
Cripple the legs.
Oh no, I've just been killing them. Ooh.
Yeah, so
I guess I should be focused. Oh, hold on. That did not do it. Do I even have it marked so it'll show up? Yes. I have not gotten one yet. I was just coming over here and shooting them because I was like, what is that? What is that? Someone's air conditioner is on top of the roof. Okay, now I've got a whole new world I've got to explore by jumping on top of the roof of things.
Yeah, get Preston Garvey on your sat nav. In 100 yards on your right, there will be another settlement that needs your help.
Preston, yeah. That would work. I like Jonathan Stewart on mine. It's like, you turn the wrong way.
I got
Make
word
it so.
of a settlement that needs our help.
Yes. Ow! The dude does not think I'm funny. Don't you have a perk where you can target body parts? Yeah, I'm sure I do.
You're not.
I'm sure. Possibly.
Yeah, once you're
About the time I figure out how to cycle through body parts, Richie over here will be like a mess on the floor, so we're just gonna go with what we got. I got him.
yeah, once you've actually just scroll your mouse wheel to scroll body parts.
Yep. And what happens when you scroll past the one that you're trying to do, and then you have to scroll past
scroll
it
back.
again, and then you scroll
scroll back.
past it again. Yes, and then you scroll.
You can scroll up and down.
It's just quicker for me to point my gun at it and shoot it.
I wonder if there's any
Oh,
teddies
yeah.
in here.
Is there any what?
Teddy
Yeah,
bears.
magazine.
because we all need teddy bears right now.
I don't.
You know where I get my teddy bears. The asylum is the best place to get the teddy bears.
Magazine. Backwoodsman 8 here, if anyone wants it.
I don't know if I need the backwoods one. Let me see.
I don't.
I think I've gotten that one. What is that under? It's survival, right? No. Character?
World.
World. Backwoodsman, which number?
8.
I already got that one.
I'll grab it.
On me.
Just use your grenade, no scrolling. That's... I was fixing to drink out of my drink. Why'd you come over here grabbing my booty, dude? Nope. Nope. Oh no, now I gotta reload. Look at what you made me do.
No, you have to reload.
Oh. Legendary glowing one. If anybody wants on in the legendary, oh, you know, just Liz is the only person that's not in the group.
I don't even know where you guys are.
Oh, we
I was
went
having to
downstairs.
I was having to chug all of my toxic goo in my pocket. Okay, I got it. Try not to use up all of my ammo. I mean, it's not like I don't have a ton of ammo at home, just I don't like having to carry a whole bunch on my pocket, you know what I mean?
If it's plasma cells you need, I have 4,000 on me, so I can share while we're out and about.
Why does it seem like my resistance is higher? What have I done? I used to do like 141. Maybe. I didn't actively try to pick anything. Do I have anything that's doing that?
Could be one of the downsides.
Suppress, energy resist, radiation. Radiation heals.
That upstairs.
I don't see anything that would protect me from radiation absorption. I mean, I even got perk cards to try and bring my resistance down. Okay.
Could it be a piece of armor, maybe, if you changed it?
I don't think I changed anything recently, but let me check. It's damage resist. Okay. I don't know, maybe I accidentally put on the wrong piece of armor. Oh, that's not it. Okay.
That later. I am going to.
I need the ability to add a mod that's got like a reverse damage thing. It's like, no, it takes away... Not only does it not take away your ability to absorb radiation, it amplifies radiation. Something like that.
Would running vampires be good for a ghoul? If you use your exclusively use like your gamma gun, then no, that wouldn't work.
Where on earth? Glowing blood, that's not what I'm looking for. It's got a decent amount of radiation, but I was actually looking for the toxic ooze. What on earth? That tickled.
I've got a glowing rag
Yeah, would you like some
ghoul
glowing
over
blood?
here.
Nah, I thought I had... I must have stored it. I didn't think I had stored it. Thought I had some toxic goo inside my pocket.
Do I have any? I have toxic water if you want it.
Yeah, I'll take the toxic water. I just chugged all of mine because that guy smacked me in the head.
I've only got the
And
one
Richie,
one.
when we get back to a
You can have
workbench,
it.
can I get you to max repair my plasma thing? I can max repair my armor. I can't do my weapons.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
There's a teddy bear here,
Thank
Liz.
you.
Stuffed
What?
polar bear.
Dude, I can't see
if we
that.
do it back at base, so I can switch.
You're gonna have to pick it
engineer.
up. I don't see it. It's all yours. I see the rattle sitting
card
here. I don't
machine.
see that.
It's just gone. It's just
I,
gone.
I need a
head back to base
soundboard
real
where I can hit a button. That way I can do the Illuminati music when I want it to.
Hey, Richie, we can just go do it in the White Spring Mall. It has a card machine.
Oh, does it? Oh, cool. I'll go to the mall.
Because then I can walk through the car park blowing up cars on the way.
That'll work. Sorry you're late. What'd you miss? Nothing so far. We've just been killing a couple of ghouls and blowing up vehicles. It's essentially what we've been doing. It's like the funnest part of the game right there, actually. And
Alrighty, I'm
during
at
my
the
last episode, I found someone who was selling, someone who was selling serums, and I got the marsupial thing. And now I'm just sitting here thinking, you know what? Now I'm gonna have to re-explore the entire map because there's gonna be places. Well, not the entire map because I haven't even seen the entire map yet. There's a lot of places I want to know what's on the roof now.
See, there are like bobbleheads and magazines that you can only get if you have marsupial and can jump higher. So there is things that it does unlock.
Nice. I hope everybody in the server appreciates those frames. Not sure that that actually affects frame rate, but, you know, it can't possibly help.
Oh, there's one good car still here. Oh, there's a couple over there.
Yeah, but those are right next to... Bleh! Those are right next to sentries. I am not exploding those.
I got the sentry left. Do it.
I'm not doing that. Go right ahead. You do it.
Security operation in progress.
Okay.
It's been sunny all week. I love it here.
Damn it.
Okay, aren't you in there with all the workbenches?
Yep, I'm at the workbenches.
Okay. I like how we get in here. We gotta wait 5 minutes for people's bodies to actually show up. Hang on, wait. There you are. Let's see. Nope, it's just that I'm not keeping that. Okay, drop favorite item. Okay.
Right, gunsmith. Right. Where's that? Weapon artisan. There we go. Pick that up. And
Okay, I guess I could do some leveling. An open perk pack? Yeah, sure. I need that joke in my life right now. Hang on. Let's make sure it's not like a repeat though. Love's like a bullet. The exit is always the worst. Oh, jeez.
Someone rent. Yeah.
there we go, Liz.
Thank you, thank you.
Do you need any ammunition or anything while we're here?
Oh no, I've got lots of ammunition. If I need top off, I can get some.
Cool.
I'm gonna drop that. And get me a couple extra grandma rounds. Because I just don't want it weighing my character down. %, weight reduction. Weightless urban.
In fact, while I'm thinking about it, I'm just going to double check on my power armor.
Past it, its warranty is expired by now, Richie.
Uh-oh.
Prepare for danger.
If you think in the Fallout universe, you get phone calls about their power armor's extended warranty.
Okay, and then...
Not quite.
Artisan's Corner is the
Now
place
let's go
for
back to my
creative
gunner.
hands-on learning. And the Wilderness Survival Experience is our most popular program yet.
Okay.
I'll just be a moment. I'm just switching back into my gunner. There we go. Perfect.
Artisan's Corner has everything
You trying to irradiate me?
No, I'm irradiating myself. I don't have my glow right now. And oddly enough, Capybara over there has their glow. It's making me jealous. I want my glow. There we go.
Somebody dropped
All
a whole
these-
bunch of plasma cores.
Yeah, that was me.
Life is an adventure. Are you up to the challenge?
Still got stupid amounts of plasma cores. They're all the ones that are like 1% charge or... Well, I know there's a bunch of 75s.
Charisma.
Alright, we'll tell you what.
I've got 28 30s. 28 fully charged.
Are you ready for the thrill and excitement
You can't recharge
of
plasma
life in a
cores.
I can.
post-apocalyptic hellscape? By popular demand, this
I've got a
month's
charger up
creative
at my
learning
base.
classes are on
That's for fusion
Wilderness
cores, not plasma.
Survival. Courses and
Nope, I've got
crafting
plasma too.
materials are now available.
Okay. I don't need them. I find enough that I've not had to worry about running out.
Yeah, I think I may have bought it. Or maybe it was on a scoreboard. I don't remember.
Prepare for danger. Prepare for adventure. Prepare for survival.
Burnt Fallout 63 riot control outfit? What is even that? Why?
Just one of the outfits from Vault 63.
I think somebody just sold, either he carries a lot of them or someone just sold an absolute buttload of them.
Yeah, I guess someone's just been down to Skyline Valley to do the story.
Project a success.
Ah. Psycho.
Wait, are the teddy bears still in the mall? For anyone who wants them?
That one's
One is still
30%.
in the oven.
Adventure. Are you up
It's
to
only
the
time.
challenge?
Here for a cooking demonstration.
Liz, have you got a screenshot yet of the teddy bear that's been shoved in an oven?
I don't know. Let me
Refrain
see.
from theft, looting, assault,
Oh, pardon.
murder, or trampling the flowers.
No, I don't think I've seen the teddy bear eating the hot dog.
Gourmet
let me
ingredients
see if I can actually get my
require
camera to do it.
gourmet preparation.
Hold on, that robot is in the way. I can't get my camera low enough. It's just not gonna happen. Is that a drink in its hand too? Yeah, that's a drink in its hand too.
Yeah.
Today's special
Good,
is
drink and a
Pardon.
hot dog.
campfire cuisine.
And let's see if the handcuffed ones are still there.
Okay, how many teddy bears do we need?
9 each.
9 for the week, like.
Okay.
Oh, the
Richie,
handcuffed
did you want to
ones
get
are
that
still
one?
here as well.
Okay, there we go. I'm gonna get the handcuff one.
No, you have to wait for the maid to finish cleaning the cabinet they're in.
Do try not to track blood on the carpet.
I mean, she does have a point. It is a red carpet, though. You need him too, though, right?
Oh, I'm done with it.
Oh, okay.
So it's just you and me, but I only need 4, so we can get you a few first.
Okay, so where are we going now?
So as well as you see before we go, if you follow me for a moment. We're going to get
I think
you
it's a
some silver.
baguette.
Did you need something, monsieur?
Zoomies!
Something in gold, perhaps.
What are you,
See
a
Helena
cat now?
here?
The platinum?
She should have items that you can then break into silver.
Oh, are we scrapping silver again?
Yep.
Okay, let me do that real quick.
I guess they're trying to restart the economy and compete against the gold vault.
Oh.
There we go. So break those down into silver because that's part of the new challenge.
Okay, well, we got that one. Thank you.
Upon request.
Also, as well, outside there's some cigarettes for you to get as well.
If I had known about it, I
Yeah,
got a
those you can
machine.
find anywhere.
Yeah. I've also got a machine that deposits them every now and then as well. So,
Yeah. So basically, you need cartons or packets of cigarettes.
okay. Well, we can hunt for those. We're gonna be doing your mission, right? Let's go and we'll hunt for things that we need as we're doing the mission. The sooner I can get
Okey-dokey.
this sack off of my head, the better. This sucks.
Alrighty. Let's
With the
head down
Brotherhood,
to,
you
Why is
cannot
it getting
interact
itchy?
with the
Pleasant
missions. Yes, it is,
No
actually.
problem.
My sack
Yeah.
itches. I understand what that guy's got to deal with. An itchy sack.
Ma'am.
Sorry, I was not very appropriate. You'd heard nothing.
Alrighty.
Now she's going to stand over here and police me.
Oh yeah, Lady Assaultron, I'd like to report a ghoul.
Maintain situational awareness. The grounds are not secure.
See, she knows.
I don't know. I don't know about all that. I think she just didn't appreciate me being crass.
At your service, ma'am.
Oh, you thought it was a baguette that the teddy bear was holding?
Oh no, it's a hot dog, so it says hot dog when you look at it.
Oh, okay, okay.
With like burn marks, so yeah. I see why it looks like a baguette.
Yeah. That's like, it's been off the grill. It's like at this point, maybe 30 years old, but, you know, it still looks like it came off the grill.
So, you know, it must have come from like the Fallout World's equivalent of McDonald's.
Yeah.
It lasts forever.
Alright, there's Brett. And there's Liz. Awesome.
The new Appalachian Railroad. That looks a bit on the older
Nah.
side to me. Not only do you risk addiction, but chems increase your hunger and thirst. What happens when you don't necessarily have hunger and thirst? You have a I need chem bar.
Initiate. Glad you made it here safely. That Ares character is further ahead. I should mention, every instinct I have is telling me not to trust him. It seems we don't have much choice for the time being, but we'd be wise to keep an eye on him. Alright, you take point. And gun to
Alright.
the ready. I spotted
Just in
some
case, because I
feral
think we
ghouls
did some of this stuff off of screen. Basically, the leader of the Brotherhood is looking for a connection, and we're trying to help her establish a connection to find out some more information, and she's coming along because, you know, she thinks she knows what she's doing. I have already done my side, we're doing theirs. Hi. I knew him! Oh, I'm joking.
Oh, it's Dave.
Oh, you knew him. Okay.
He told me he just went out for a drink.
Well, hello there. The spot we're looking for is further in the facility. There's a trick to getting in. Give me one shake of a lamb squatch's tail to get it open. Let's see, 30 days past September, carry the 2.
Is this for real?
And Viola is
The only
just a
cool
little
guy in
further
this
ahead.
entire mission.
Please, after you.
Fine. But don't think we aren't keeping an eye on you.
I can't blame you. I know I'm a real looker.
I have already found me a purified water that I needed. I mean, I do have things that...
Purified water.
Nuka cherry, anyone?
I'm good on cherry.
Damn Brotherhood and their anti-ghoul racism? Yes, exactly. And it's not even that you can't, like, do missions and, like, change your outfit before you go to a mission. Like, you can't interact with the mission itself in any way. You can't even look at the mission to see where you have to go unless you're in outfit. It's like your pit boy knows you're not wearing your costume. It's kind of ridiculous.
It's got facial recognition.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, you're missing a nose. You're not allowed to look at this.
Sorry, face ID. I did not recognize the face.
Okay, the camps.
I have lovely eyes now,
I'll
though.
get it open.
Come on.
In fact, that reminds me.
We need to open locks, too.
And
No
that's
locks?
bad. Oh, that's very bad.
I'll let you know if I see
What did
any.
you break?
What's a holdup?
I've
You're
just
not
found
gonna
one.
like this. Follow me.
Well, it's a safe we have to do, right? Or is it just lockpick something?
Any luck?
Just general lockpicks. So
Fusion cord?
safe will do, suitcases, anything
any
that
lock.
basically means pick a
Okay,
lock.
okay.
Just
There's a fusion core in here for you,
let's
Richie.
chat.
I should probably... let's say... What is it? Cranberry bog. Unstoppables. Hack terminals.
Being blind, I don't see it.
In that little room. Behind you.
Oh. Nice.
The door wasn't for me.
Alright, let's talk to the dude.
Welcome to the 9th Circle of Hell. First, the good news. The bad news is that here's the quick version. Clever, but it looks like an
There we go.
Oh, I'd love to, but if you'll cast your steam to verify there's no gas leak. Winner, winner, rag steak dinner. There were some engineers living down here. Well, which means they had a way of fighting back the vines. Mm-hmm. I'll just skulk here in the corner in case another way of open. Let me know if you have any.
This sounds like a very contrived way of getting us killed. Stay sharp, Initiate.
The prettiest device, they belong to someone else. No. That's not what I was told. I was definitely told that these were my own eyes, but I was asleep whenever I woke up with them, so I don't know.
Wait, so you're not a
find a
ghoul,
way
you're
to
actually
deal with the
Frankenstein's
vines.
monster. Made out of random parts.
Hey, it's all the fashion nowadays, right? That's what they're teaching in school?
Well, don't keep anything that originally came with.
Initiate!
Yeah.
Look there! Behind
Get
that
everything
gate.
cut and replaced.
Yes.
Open sesame seed, eh? I've always been
Sesame
more of an
seed?
everything bagel person.
Open sesame seed? How's what?
From the sound of
Open
it,
sesame.
wrote the numbering system down so they wouldn't need to remember it.
Oh, good luck with this. I was half asleep when I did this one.
Looks like we'll need more than just a password to get through. Some kind of code
door
for
to unlock
turning
here,
words
Liz.
into numbers, it seems. So, I guess we'll need to find a way to change open sesame seed into a series of numbers.
Here's the
Kill an
door to
enemy
unlock
with a
here,
money
if you wanna
pack.
do it.
Okay.
There we
Well
go.
done, Initiate. That was some impressive detective work.
You could have at least pretended it was hard to make me feel better. I just handed you that jar and you're just like,
My hunt was right.
rude,
According
rude,
to the
rude.
label, they made an extremely
But there's a
potent
door here to
herbicide.
unlock if you want to
Judging
do
from
it.
this container, it looks like it's meant to be dispersed into a larger system.
I'll be honest with you, Liz. I googled it.
Okay, now I don't feel so
The
bad.
facility's water
I figured it
I
out.
was
It took me a
amazed
while
that
though.
I googled it.
Why?
Military
must have
grade
known
duct
this
tape.
would happen.
Oh, this is the really sad guy that died at work.
Yeah.
No time to
They
dwell
just
on
like
that.
drank himself to
Initiate, let's look for a station
not caring
where
if he
we
was
can
dying.
access the water line. This is what we need to weaken the vines.
Yeah, I remember you were pottering around for a good like 20 minutes or so trying to figure that one out, and I was like, I really can't be bothered thinking that much, so... Google!
Yeah.
Right, find
If
the
you have
access
one of
point.
those little turny things that actually, if you put a number in, put the digit on there, it tells you the number you can I don't know what those things are called. It's basically like a code breaker or whatever. If you could line it up, this
Code a wheel?
a code thingy. But basically, if you put the letter on the number on the letter as it corresponds, you'll be able to figure the whole thing out. I didn't have one of those, so I was trying to remember where it was at off the top of my head.
It was
do you
interesting to
remember
watch
where
Liz
we
buffering in real time.
did-
Yeah, they could actually see the
Water
smoke coming out of
system?
my ears.
And your camera wasn't even on.
Yeah, I know. You just see it all the way from where you're at to here. That's how big the smoke pile was on my head. Is that? Yeah, it's fiber optics. I'll take that.
Here we go. This looks like it connects to the
Very
main
cool.
water line. Let's talk next steps.
Is this a locked door? No. Sadly.
I should be able to disperse the herbicide into the water line from here. I'm suspecting that the security system here...
There's a
will
first aid
appreciate
box over here. We already looked in here.
alarms. And a company that alarms tend to attract. Ready for a fight?
No idea.
Are we ready for a fight?
Okay.
Always.
Fingers crossed and guns at the ready. Let's take a look here. Oh, hey. The chemical has started dispersing into the water systems. Damn, it's detected a foreign substance. Prepare for it to get noisy in here. Initiate, I'll need you to keep them off my back. Ad Victoriam.
Good grief.
It's blocking me from releasing a sample outside this room. I need more time. Keep it up.
Keep it up! That's what he said?
Gotten through to about half the facility. Can't stop now. I'll need to reach the drainage system if we're going to affect the vines.
Oh, you actually noticed I was standing here. Cool. Yeah, come here.
Unlocking the last gate valve now. Give him hell, Initiate.
And make sure you search all these ghouls. There's always a chance they have bears on them.
Yep.
Done. The chemical is pumping throughout the entire water system now, including a cess pipe That was for disposing of
Oh,
unwanted
we also need to
chemicals?
remember that
Well,
there's a big
one sleazy
big
company's
boss at the end of
environmental
this that managed to
negligence
knock us all
is
on our
our
butt
gain,
last
I
time.
suppose. Those vines should
Yeah,
be
I did
weak
forget
enough to
about
break
that.
through now. I wouldn't drink the water if I were you, though.
I'd like to know what
How that
caused
one
my
died
resistance.
on top of the console.
I need to dig through my cards and see if I added something somehow or another that increased my rad resist, because it's actually supposed to be going the opposite, and it's kind of frustrating. It's taking more ammo to do it. Duct tape?
Did you hear that? That doesn't sound like a feral ghoul to me. We should watch
Like
our backs in here.
whispering large echo. Ma'am, move! What are you doing? That way. He's over there. Go follow him. Thank you. She forgot how stairs work. Sheep squatch. Yeah, and she's in a mood.
Bench if anybody needs it.
Hmm?
There's a workbench where I am if anybody needed it.
Ah, gotcha. This underwater area, I mean the underground like area looks cool. Med box. Bah, sheep squatch. The problem is apparently the sheep squatch creature was created by a dude who had a kink. Why is it every time I'm saying something that's probably inappropriate, there's some lady, rather her or that robot, that's looking at me like you're being inappropriate? Ooh, cryo guard. Yeah, I'll take that.
Disable the lockdown.
Hostile, robotic
Destroy
entity?
the robot.
That's troubling. Be on the lookout.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're gonna try and stand on the big ball.
You hit your head on the roof if you try it. Dadgummit.
Mm-hmm.
Gary, how you doing? How's your stuff? How's your things? How's your day going?
There it is.
I haven't lost my mind, have I?
That was
was
interesting.
Soltron
Didn't just go
dressed up
completely
as a
nuts with a giant death beam.
sheep? Whatever it was, it's dead, and we should be able to lift the lockdown. Let's get back to that terminal.
That, and we also didn't just like, kind of, sort of, not really take it seriously to start with. We knew that that thing was coming out. So, Wait,
There's
that's
another room
radiation.
here covered in vines. I don't think we ever went in here before.
And that's that. Time to head back to Ares. If he has anything to do with all this.
Is there anything back there?
No, not that I can see. The tool chest. Some bottles of antifreeze, some bags of cement, some wrenches.
Oh, here we go. It's just not irradiating me fast enough is the problem. I'd have to stand here for like 10 minutes. Did they nerf my rads?
Oh. Maybe your ghoul is wearing off.
No! What if I grow my nose back?
Oh, hello, crabs.
Do y'all need any Rad-X, Radaway, or anything else like that? I've got a few of them that I don't want in my pocket.
I'm good.
I'll take the rad away.
I just dropped them right here where I'm standing. I don't want them in my pocket in case I accidentally, because you know how sometimes the cursor will lag behind it. I don't want to accidentally take it.
Also, don't take the Rad-X when you've got a genetics, because it'll disable the effects.
Oh, that and it takes away my glow, so I don't want to take any of those.
I figured that out when I was like, I can't jump high anymore. It was every time I use Rad-X.
Ares, the door! Now! Please!
Okay, just give me a second. Yeesh.
Yeesh.
Nearly there now. We're getting closer to the truth. I can feel it.
Flashbacks to the movie Heavy Metal. They're growing arms on their backs. Oh no.
Agreed.
Am I drinking moonshine out of a mason jar? That would be very southern, but no, this is probably a little bit more southern. It's homegrown tea from my garden out of a mason jar.
And done.
It's lemon balm tea.
Trust me now. I'll even lead the way, so if you change your mind, it'll be
Made
easy.
very thin so that it's more like a flavored water.
Thank you for
It's actually very good and hydrating.
But know that if we find anything linking you,
Very refreshing.
you're still going to have to answer for it.
Investigate
Add to
the
the catalog
caravan
of
site.
questionable things I already have to answer for.
Yeah, there's plenty of cartons of cigarettes here.
Well, go upstairs.
On the shelf.
Anything you find, go nuts.
Ah. Curtains. Hey, I picked up two. Count the other one.
Also-
There we go.
Also check the tents.
Okay, so there was one note there. What else
Stand.
does it want me to find?
None over here. And we came in that way. What about over here? Are there any doors or anything I can unlock?
Not that I've
Oh,
seen
carton
yet.
of cigarette. There's another one.
There's toilet paper here.
Do we need toilet paper?
No.
Yep.
Well, not for a challenge, but everyone always needs toilet paper.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Everybody needs toilet paper. Ah! Oh my god! You just scared the hell out of me.
Liz Johnson, I immediately looked at my other screen to see what happened.
Right, I'll see you in about
Should
5.
not have startled me, but it was like just, and it was a dark shape that kind of morphed towards me. In my brain, that's what happened anyway. It's okay, guys. I'm fine.
Alrighty.
Okay. Short hunting rifle.
Seems like you've been pretty thorough. Are you ready to discuss what you found?
Are you ready to make me guess all of the things that I learned?
Let me take a look at what you found. I just need a minute to review it all.
Pull out your decoder rings, kids. It's detective time.
Hello from Kent, Ohio. I lived in Ohio for just a little while.
Concerning. Wait a moment.
That temperature was really, really cold, and there were practically no trees where we at to block the breeze.
I think I've seen enough.
That was a different type of cold for someone from the south. Dang it.
Well, it seems like Cassie was indeed a part of this caravan group, but I think it'd be a good idea to step through the evidence together. I may have been assuming too much about.
I wonder if that's a reference to
I'd like
New
to be on the
Vegas.
same page. So where would you like to
Then again, this happened before New Vegas, so probably not.
How so?
Oh, she said Cassie Caravans, and there's Cassidy Caravans in New Vegas.
Mm-hmm. How many years later is New Vegas?
I'm not entirely sure. I don't
200?
really remember how the dates fall on this at the moment.
Oh.
Yes.
Maybe they handed it down from
trip
chick to grandchild or something.
Forced them to set up camp so close to home. Not quite. While that seems like a believable conclusion, the evidence points elsewhere. They were bunked down here due to a rad storm. A large group of civilians and merchants accompanied by just a single guard.
This is 25 years after.
Indeed. It looks like we have a...
New Vegas is 204 years after.
That was my take as well. Based on Cassie's description and the letter you found earlier, we can assume...
I mean, maybe it's a reference, but not chronologically warranted, I guess. Wouldn't be the first time they've done that.
In this trip alone.
It's shiny! It's shiny! It's shiny!
Thank you, Gray. I think the original Cassidy's father from Fallout 2, said his family came from the east.
That's right. Dr. Blackburn.
You're going up to Cincinnati in May to see your daughter?
Trips, but Cassie makes mention of him
going up for a vacation?
Strangers, likely these
you think maybe?
mercenaries
Okay.
you've dealt with. I imagine Dr. Blackburn was the one employing them. I knew the name sounded familiar. I had read it in Shin's report of your very first assignment with us. Think back, Initiate. Do you recall why Dr. Blackburn had been seeking our assistance?
He wanted to experiment.
That's right. Dr. Blackburn was seeking assistance with his experiments.
I swear to God, this whole conversation is like talking to Dora on the TV.
It was too good to be true, and the evidence
It's
here
annoying.
certainly doesn't look promising. But could he really be kidnapping people? Indeed, we do. Dr. Blackburn was hiring these Hellcat mercenaries.
Portions of Cincinnati were underwater a couple of weeks ago? Oh no. I didn't hear anything about that.
But there's still hope of finding them. I'm glad I had you here, Initiate. I do believe we make a pretty great team. I know you do, Initiate. I appreciate. I'm a bit ashamed of how quick I was to jump to conclusions on this, but even still, I'm anyway. If we could determine where, I'll meet you there. Ares, I owe you an apology. My rash behavior was unfitting of my position, and frankly, unfair to you.
Water under the bridge. All of my best friendships start with
Ohio River went above its banks. Oh.
I will take your word for it. I am sorry either way.
If you really want to make it up to me, I've heard you guys have some killer rocket launchers to spare.
Okay,
Absolutely not.
now we need to head outside, and it's Brett's turn.
Okay. That guy's
Yeah, we brought
snide
that
remark
in now, so
afterwards
that-
is hilarious. Killer rocket launchers. I mean, like, just last week we found out that they had rocket launchers and the guys accidentally hit the trigger and killed a whole bunch of people.
Are you happy to do your status, Brett?
Yeah. We've done it once on
Alright,
stream.
cool. Then we'll put Liz back in charge then, so...
Well, we'll
we
probably
can
need
move
to get
on.
out of here first.
Yeah, this is your instance, Richie.
Alright,
You'll probably crash the server.
okay, so I'm gonna fast travel to Atlas.
The seasonal melt. Ah, I gotcha. We had a bit of a flood that happened down here last spring. Like, most of the rivers around here went over their banks. This year it seems to be happening in moderation.
You're the Paladin's favorite initiative.
Just like the old army, huh?
How's she gonna handle
Join
the
up,
situation
defend
with
yourself,
Shin?
see the world while you're at it.
There we go, Liz, you'll lead again. So I'll go in separate and do my talky bit, okay?
Okay.
Brotherhood's always looking for good tech.
I didn't go through and read all the things. I didn't realize we were going to have to know what the papers said. I thought we were just collecting evidence, and I did not even look at the papers before I handed them to her, and then suddenly she's like, here, let's do a quiz.
Yeah, let's go through what you learned.
Yeah, I hate it. I actually
You read it?
legitimately hated that, yeah. There wasn't a, she's going to take it away from you and not let you look at the papers, and she's going to quiz you on what you just read. It's like, okay, Dora, thank you. What is this? It's a map! Can you say map with me? Oh. Whoever wrote that needs to be fired. Just saying, your team would be better for it.
We can both agree this isn't something we can
I can say
ignore.
maps backwards,
Between
it's
what we learned
spam.
at AMS and the journal we recovered from Harper's Ferry, this is big.
If this is the source of the super mutant threat, I'm prepared to support any action.
Welcome back to 8th grade. Yeah, exactly.
Initiate. Good timing.
I can't believe he just walked in here. He must have been at work even then.
We couldn't have known. It's not your fault. We must be pretty galling to know he slipped right through your fingers. I'm disappointed in myself I let him get away. I thought he was fishy from the start. So actually, if I had had the papers, I would have known that doc that was here that we talked to first was sus. But we couldn't have
I
known.
never said it was my fault, Initiate.
It was your fault, Shin.
The arrogance he
Just
must have
saying.
had.
Enough of that. The question facing us now is how to find him and the people who've been taken. Lucky for us, Scribe Valdez has made a discovery of her own while we were away.
That's right. Remember the Pip-Boy you found in the Uncanny Caverns? It took a while
I'm
to
the
crack
map, I'm the map,
encryption,
yeah.
But I've unlocked it. It came from Vault 96.
Beer. How's this related?
Well, we're not sure it is.
What we do know is that we have a definitive lead to follow. The super mutant threat takes priority. If we find the missing civilians in the process, so much the better. But we cannot ignore this lead either way.
Unsurprisingly, Knight Shin and I don't see eye to eye on this. Fortunately, in this case, we don't have to. I think they're connected. A vault would be a great place to hide abductees. The Pip-Boy might even have come from someone that escaped. Investigating the vault is our best lead for either mystery, and maybe an answer to both.
Then we're agreed. The vault will be your next target. Scribe Valdez.
Mine, like I can go. Oh,
The
man.
vault is a potential trove of exactly the kind of technology the Brotherhood is meant to catalog and secure.
I've marked Vault 96 on your map.
Thank you for marking
We
it on
don't
my
know
map.
what we're walking into, or even how we'll get in, to be honest. We'll need to be cautious.
I enjoyed working with you before. That's a lot of unknowns, so what's the plan?
Step 1 is finding a way in.
Okay.
You'll take point. Based on other vaults we found crossing the country, the vault should have an emergency transponder. Once you've secured the entrance, the controls for the transponder are usually there near the main door. Activate it to give the all clear and I'll follow you in.
Okay, I do all the work. You follow me. That sounds good.
I'm glad to hear it. It's a good plan, and I think we're all in agreement on this one. Find any evidence you can about the missing people and any connection to the super mutants. If Blackburn is there, I want him taken alive.
I can't promise
if he really
that.
is behind the abductions, he needs to answer for his crimes. You have your orders, Initiate. Good luck. Dismissed.
What if a bullet is slightly misplaced and he dies?
I hope my
I don't
next
suppose
mission
you know
is
how to
soon.
spot
I'm
weld.
tired of being stuck in Fort Atlas.
Not radio.
I'm glad we guard our tech closely.
No! Jeez. Okay, 96. I haven't even found this place. We can go to this station and go from there. What's the likelihood we're going to get that doctor alive?
Oh wait, sorry, I can only fire bullets in every direction at once.
Exactly. Crossfire. He could slip and fall on a banana peel. I mean, lots of things happen.
You could accidentally feed him a bad can of sham.
Yeah.
I
could actually...
The restroom real quick, I'll be right back.
I could just glow a little bit too much and irradiate him.
Well, we're off Vault 96.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for him to come back. He's just kind of sitting there. I'm gonna go poke my head in over here at this thing and then come back and watch his body until he gets back. Just, yeah, there we go, there we go. Bubblegum teddy bear!
You have been to Vault 96. That's where we did the daily operation of Frozen Vault.
It's not marked on my map, though. It might be because we teleported inside.
Yeah. Time for another cup of tea.
Just gonna wait for somebody else to come back so I can fix me a drink too.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Tag, you're it. I'm not gonna grab me a drink.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, you're on babysitting duty while everyone gets drinks.
There we go.
Purified
I'm just
water
passing
and
by my
all of them
plants. I've
there
got
on
new
me.
seeds that are starting up, and I need to start a few more this weekend.
Yep, there's a couple of items there for you to pick up as well.
Okay. Oh, nice. I started my okra in a seed tray because I was like, I really don't want to have to wait until the bed is open and then plant them in ground and then wait for them to sprout, because that could take a little bit of time. So I went ahead and started some of my seed, and they're seed that I collected last year at the end of the year from the okra plants that I grew. And as soon as my garlic and onions come out, one of those beds, I don't know which one, but one of those beds is going to have my okra in it. I walk by there, there's tiny little sprouts already coming up. It's
Yay.
cool.
If you come to me, there's at the train station, there's a purified water and a bear in here.
Okay, okay.
Well, in
The
the
reason
bus
I
back-
think
in
it's
the bus
cool is
out
because those are seeds that are actually grown from my crops from last year, so saved seed. It's pretty sweet.
Did you get all the cigarettes you need, Liz?
No, I have not. I need.
There's a pack in here as
There's
well.
a pack. There's a pack on that outside that trailer. On the cardboard boxes.
Okay. I need one more.
So there's one more in here.
On this bus, there's the bear and the water.
A prospector's hat. Bubblegum Teddy. Okay. More planting, more seeds, more gooder. Yes, exactly.
So in here it is by this the machine.
That got him.
Nice.
I'm on the roof.
Alrighty. Brett, just gone to the group for a moment, so this lunchbox hits you as well.
So I have those going. I had to reset my sweet potatoes because they had gone crazy while I was doing everything else.
Where's my car?
There we go.
We walk into the vault from here.
Yeah.
Explore Appalachia a bit.
Yeah.
Kill some things.
Kill the stuff in the things.
Make some friends. One of the dailies as well, Liz, is collect 5 wood, so if you just make sure you look out for logs and just click them.
Apparently that was not big enough.
That was what she said.
Might have been. Might have been. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
It only counts as one. There's 3 logs there. I'm not blind. I know how this works. I know how counting works.
Yeah, but you do have a sack on your head. You sure you're not seeing triple?
It might be.
There you go. There's more over here.
Blech.
These do count as, like, there is at least 2 separate logs here I can see to gather from.
Okay.
At least 2 separate gather marks.
Alright, I got all the wood I need.
I need to find 2 more at some point.
There's plenty of logs around. God, where did you lodge
Find some scrap
that
and
wrench?
knickknacks to sell back to Raph.
Make sure you collect the rads.
Yeah. It's only 2 rads, though. It sucks. Somehow or another, my rad intake has been nerfed.
No, maybe they updated it and nerfed some of the ghoul things.
It does seem like something that they would do. Like, no, 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 it's overpowered. You can heal whenever you get radiation. Let's
Okay.
nerf the radiation.
The Liz. This trailer, so you know when you drink Nuka Shine, you wake up in a random place?
Yeah.
This is one place you wake up. But if you look at like... Oh, I'm stuck. It's supposed to be like a recreation of
Skyrim.
the opening of Skyrim.
Nice Skyrim reference.
Yay!
Now the only thing you need is like the carriage to be upside down, the horse to be like this. That happens a lot too.
Good, good.
Yeah, it just has a modern day horse on it instead.
Mm-hmm.
A tratter.
And they should have made a
It's the
bigger
road
one
to
of
the vault.
those.
Yeah, it is.
I wonder if there's anything down here. They should have made a the buttercup thing and just made it bigger. It made more sense.
They probably tried that. It probably broke the game, scaling it up.
Probably. Someone was drinking beer on the toilet. Private property, no trespassing. I am trespassing the crap out of this.
Stop in the name of the law, you ghoul scum.
Oh no.
Whee!
Only if you mod your Skyrim. After it's been out for this long, who does not mod it at all? I mean, I've got barely any mods. I've got the fixer, you know, the unofficial patch that happens, and you know, despite how many times they've released Skyrim, they never patch it themselves, so you have to get the mod. And then just some texture stuff. So the first time I tried to play my game, the first run I did of my game, the beginning part glitched out. So I started it back over until I could actually get through the beginning part of it without it glitching out.
There's a weapons workbench here if anyone needs to scrap.
I'm good right now.
Oh, not stairs. Come on, can someone fix the lift?
Mm. Due to the current state of emergency, normal access control procedures have been suspended. Emergency responders are admonished to respect vault protocols and prevent residents from exiting the vault. Vault Tech certified emergency response team leaders may override normal security protocols and open the vault door from this terminal. Open the door.
The door's
It's
already
timed
open.
out. Oh man. I
It's
wanted to push
broken,
the button. That's just rude. Somebody else got to the button before I did.
Whoever did broke it.
That's just mean. It's just mean.
I like
Look at
how
the-
96 still says 96 when it's upside down.
Yeah. Is that what Reaper was doing? Was drinking beer on the toilet? I just keep inching further and further this way. Before long, I'm just gonna be sitting on my bed playing video games, okay? Just letting you guys know what's happening.
We just hear you shouting from the corner.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be sitting in the middle of my bed with like a controller in my lap like when I was a kid. Oh, there's a marker down there.
Oh, well, if we eventually start hearing snoring sounds, we know why.
Yeah, probably. Most likely. Hello! How you doing?
Little late to the party, aren't you?
I got here as fast as I could.
If you're looking to loot the place, some Blood Eagles are ahead of you in line. I'd stop you, but, I think I quit.
Be a good idea.
Our squad
look like you have
was guarding the
frostbite on your
entrance
face.
here when we were overrun by Blood Eagles. Killed everyone. Me too. I just haven't kicked it yet. Name's Woods. Corporal Woods, Hellcat Company.
Got wood?
Mercenaries. We got
I think I already got enough woods. We don't need this one.
to guard the place.
So we're not going to heal her.
Other things. Promised us salvage rights here when he was done. And I don't think we're gonna collect on that.
Okay, I need to know more. Hold tight. I've got a Brotherhood scribe coming. We can help you?
Love the optimism, but my ticket's punched. I think I can go easy, knowing someone's gonna take out those Blood Eagles. Make better choices than I did.
Are you judging me for my sack?
We joined the Brotherhood. We did not make a better choice.
Yeah, no kidding. Signal of Valdez from the terminal. Emergency broadcast system, the official documents. Activate the emergency transponder, not transponder. Yes. We put in a calling card. Whoa, that worked fast. She just teleported. Hi, lady.
Wow, it's freezing in here. Look at all this ice. The environmental controls must be damaged. What happened here? Those are Hellcat Company uniforms, right? It looks like a massacre.
Blood Eagles, mercs, people are dead.
Well, that's gonna complicate things. If the Hellcats were here already, then Blackburn, the abductions, and the super mutants are all tied together somehow. Give me a moment to look at these terminals.
Okay, do your thing.
Oh, that's not good. The vault's on internal lockdown. I guess someone's responding to the Blood Eagle attack. If there are automated defenses still working, they'll all be active. We may be facing more than just Blood Eagles. Be careful.
So what she means to tell us is this is going to be a target-rich environment, fellas. Alright, let's go. Let's do the things. Which means we might get our numbers up.
Shoot everything.
Shoot all of the things!
Time to get the explosives out. Mini nukes in an enclosed internal environment.
Sounds good. Go for it. Do they put off radiation? Come on.
Yeah, they do.
Open the door.
But I left
It says override is in effect.
Locked.
Wait for
Must be the
Valdez.
security lockdown. Let me try something.
Okay. Sweet talk it. Do your thing. You had to crack your knuckles before you do that, or you're not doing it right. You have to do the knuckle thingies.
Protocols to get the doors open, but it fried the circuits.
Explosions. This plan has Liz's approval.
Doors, we're gonna need another way through.
She talked dirty to the circuits.
There's gonna be baby modems up here whenever we come back. And just be nosy. Is there anything over here? Always useful for looking for glue and stuff like that. There's a first aid box over here. Wait, nope, combination wrench. I don't need that. Trying really hard to not get a whole bunch of junk in my trunk, if you know what I mean.
Too late.
I
The
mean,
goblin got you.
Uh-oh. Bad guy?
Hey, now that we're going through it this time, there might actually be lore in here that there wasn't when we did the operation.
Kill humans?
Hey, 37 of the humans.
Okay, I got that guy on the right.
I can't get him, Richie's.
Okay, I tagged him. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. That's her. I thought somebody was back behind us. Somebody over there behind that garbage can. Catch! He did not catch. Okay, he's definitely not playing the second base. She's still not dead. Everybody got a shot on him? Okay, I got shots on 2 in the hallway.
Me too.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to take you out, dude. Wait, Valdez, I don't know if I got a shot on that dude. Okay, now go ahead. Never mind, he's dead.
Excess visitors today. Ah, yes. The one I met at Fort Atlas. I did hope we would meet again under more convivial circumstances. These are not they, unfortunately. I have no quarrel with the Brotherhood, but I must ask you to leave immediately. Please leave me be. I cannot be responsible for what may happen if you remain.
Uh-huh.
I guess we found Dr. Blackburn. Looks like most of this place is locked off. We need to search everywhere, but our options are limited right now. I think that door labeled mainframe is stuck open, though. Let's start there.
Okay, mainframe. Door labeled mainframe? Over here?
I don't know.
I don't either. It's just like that door that I can definitely see that you can't see is labeled mainframe. Let's go that way.
A marker for it.
Yeah, it's over here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. I don't know how she knew that there was a door way over here that was called mainframe.
You know, she's connected to the computers. Robots being spawned.
Originally, they locked a small team of geniuses inside. Blind. Perhaps it is fitting that I found this place.
Well, okay, that's hiding back behind here is not an option.
But less than forthcoming.
Good grief.
Oh, we've got one in power armor. Guess he really should have got that extended warranty on his power armor.
Mm-hmm.
Quantum Research Lab Terminal.
Cracking knuckles is only relevant when
Fuck.
building a shield or a power panel and COD zombies. Is it? See, I did not realize that because I do that every time I hack, and it definitely it helps. It helps.
Apparently this was a quantum research lab. Can you imagine what would happen if Voltec cracked quantum mechanics?
And down. Go, 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 go.
Why the heck are we got...
A
Okay.
computer the size of the planet to be able to run it.
Mainframe wing. Activating emergency fabrication protocol.
I'm listening to thingies.
Jeanette, circuits 10, 1857.
Got it.
Fabrication system offline. Activating emergency repair protocol. CR-889.
889, that's Hans. We need a reactor brownout. All right, give me a minute. 109's next. Jeanette?
Ready on the detonator.
What?
Molly, are you in?
Sorry, just a...
Brownout in 3, 2, 1.
What are they doing?
Fluctuations detected in the engineering wing. Activating emergency stabilization protocol ES-109.
Okay.
Detonation in the cryogenics wing.
That should do it.
Activating superseding protocol Omega. Eric?
That's not in the database. What?
Protocol confirmed. All exits have sealed to prevent a containment breach. Calculating optimal process to exterminate all personnel in the vault. Done. All remaining personnel may now be terminated.
Uh-oh.
I'm locked out!
Here, I got it. Cover the door. Damn it! Almost...
Data upload payload from compromised system detected. Suspect data stream has been quarantined.
What? Bypass! Bypass! Ah!
All residents have been terminated. Operation successful. Have a nice day.
Okay, they wanted to blow up the cryogenics wing, and then the computer said, oh, you blow that up? Well, all people die. Okay. Alright.
I guess if they were working on quantum computing, they probably have a computer that's self-aware. And of course, Vault-Tec just being Vault-Tec and having shady stuff.
Okay, apparently there is skimped on stuff.
Although when the voice changed on the computer, it sounded like very much like a Star Trek computer.
I'm concerned that I have missed a stray security card whenever I search this place. Any intruder with hostile intent should be able to override my control of the doors. Okay. I have searched this one.
Take the holotape out of the computer.
Assaultron engaged.
Did you take the holotape out of that computer?
No, I didn't.
Here we go.
There was a holotape in it?
Yeah. Loaded into it.
You picked the wrong scribe to mess with.
Oh, eject. Okay. I did not know we needed that.
I don't know, you might do. Might be an access to or something.
Close one.
Okay.
Sounded happy about that.
Ow, I hit my head on the roof. Okay, then we've got Vault 96. My discovery of Vault 96 feels, despite abhorrence of magical thinking, like a predestination. My biological research facility, unoccupied, simply waiting for me to discover it. Everything in its place in the system is ready for my arrival. Examination of the Vault's computer systems and other records found leads me to understand that previous residents introduced a virus into the mainframe in an attempt to end some sort of hostile within it. This may explain the unsealed doors and their untimely fates. The mainframe requires some work to bring fully online, but any hostile programming has been eliminated by the virus they introduced. Too late to that for help them, perhaps, but efficient to clear a path for me. Okay. Over here.
Mainframe's just over there. Here's the mainframe access terminal. This is a big computer.
And then this thing. Play another log. Did that say FEV?
Dr. Edgar Blackburn, number 22. In retrospect, my enthusiasm for the cryogenically preserved specimens of the vault was excessive, if not actually misplaced. I am down to the last 4 viable test subjects. Further research is at an impasse, unless I move to human subjects. Obtaining volunteers will be impossible. The necessary experimentation to even approach a functional result will be unavoidably fatal to some. I will have to take extreme measures to obtain subjects. Thousands, perhaps millions of lives will be saved. Utility trumps sentimentality. End log.
Okay. Apparently he wanted to experiment on people for their sake. And he was willing to sacrifice as many lives as possible to accomplish this. Oh geez, that guy is just jiggling in here? Okay. Oh man. Okay. We got markers over here too. Just somewhere. That's not a door. Okay, how do we get over here?
Something's close.
He can feel it coming in the overnight or whatever. Yeah.
This is a door. It just needs an ID card.
Probably a squirrel again.
Behind the bin.
Oh. I don't have an ID card though.
I hate my thoughts.
Did you try accessing the mainframe terminal? Oh, there's a door here as well.
I have to open the reactor wing and short circuit the terminal something or another. And I'm just doing what it tells me to do.
Okay.
Close one.
Alright, close one, lady, close one.
Yeah, this is the other side of that door.
Okay. Jeez.
Wow, the ceiling fan's still spinning in these temperatures. That's the most impressive piece of engineering in here.
There we go. Okay, so... Oops.
What did you do to it?
I didn't do
opened the
anything,
door.
I swear. That was not me. I'm pretty sure that was Valdez. Can't you tell by the smile on her face?
Your persistent refusal to depart is a distraction I do not.
Can I rig this reactor to explode?
I'm asking you again. Leave this place and do not return. There is nothing for you here but sorrow. Whatever you think you will accomplish here, I promise you that you will not.
She lizzed it? I guess so. Now we have a verb for it? Yes. What is this lady doing? Ma'am, how do you have line of sight?
Glad that's over with.
She's just over here shooting at a corner. I mean, I kind of was too, but I had a reason to do it. Okay, this level? Looks like one's on this level and one's on another level, so... I'm gonna go for this one up here.
Everything...
I should be the boss.
False alarm.
Yeah.
Standing
What?
down.
Enemies! Where are people?
Ow.
Okay, I think there's two Valdez. I just saw her here and over there.
That would not surprise me. Dude's got a rocket launcher!
Scanning for hostile.
Can I have that?
Commencing attack on hostile target.
No, he didn't drop it.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search.
Okay. Sounds bad.
Okay.
Line up the weight and give me. Okay. I did not mean to do all of that. There.
Boo.
Okay.
Glad that's over with.
Breakthrough.
On a vault dweller.
It's a mom thing, eyes in the back of her head. I'm not sure that she's a mom. And she wasn't looking through the back of her head. She was looking directly at a corner and shooting through the corner, and I guess out the gap that didn't have a gap. Some success at last. I remain far from the ultimate goal, but the Serum 87A introduced a remarkable 250% 257% reduction in impact of radiation on cellular structure and DNA replication, and a 153% increase in electrical impedance. Impedance? That doesn't sound right. Okay, the subject nonetheless died within hours, but this marks a breakthrough in systematic durability. I must record the results more fully in my log after I scrub up. Impedance? Electrical, I guess, resistance? Is that what that is?
Basically.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And then down here.
Like when you're impeding someone's progress.
Yeah. Gotcha. And then FEV research log.
Why
this
would
one?
he electrocute and
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn.
Shh, about this.
38. The capture of human test subjects is itself less difficult than I imagined. The people of Appalachia are in bad need of medicine, and lone travelers are easy to approach when one has a doctor. I tell myself these acts are necessary, the work too important, and I cannot complete it without living human subjects to experiment upon. It is I compound failure upon failure. In my quiet hours, I question what I have made of myself in pursuit of this goal. I began this enterprise fully cognizant of what it might take. But even with that foreknowledge, I could not comprehend the weight of it. Have I become no different from that fool Elias, a font of monsters with no humane end in sight? Am I deluded in believing myself capable of success? These moments pass. I push aside those doubts and focus on the work before me. The people of Appalachia need this. The world needs this. Let them vilify me when they learn what I have done. I will make a better future for them, even if I do not live to see it myself. End log.
You know, those people over in Europe, they're like, here, let me block out the sun because of global warming. They probably should listen to this. In no way does any of that sound good. It's just like psychopathic ego that makes it sound good.
All right there, Richie. You're moving a bit slow. Oh, no. It's just on my screen then.
Take that. Now, where are we going? Over here?
Is that you, Basher?
Yes, it's definitely Basher. And his cousin Dasher and Vixen and... I'm with the Brotherhood. Who is this? Yeah, it's me, Basher. Who is this?
Who do you think it is, jackass? It's Tally. Hold up. You're not one of mine.
Sam, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. I appreciate.
They're here.
They're here. Is that Tally Lang?
Oh, you're the one I talked to back at Fort Atlas.
You know her?
Listen, we're in a bad way.
Somehow I keep running into all of these... What's her names? What kind of help are you talking about, Tally? Help you? I can't even get through the door. Help you? I can't get through the door.
That, but you gotta agree to help first. I can make it worth your while.
This is such an affected accent. It's actually grating on me. What can I help?
I've been trying to get us out of here since we've been locked in. I just found this vault security key card. Should open all the doors in this place. You help us, and it's yours.
Oh, I know what she sounds like. For those of you who went through the unfortunate experience of watching Fear the Walking Dead, that chick that shows up with the community, the really crazy one, she's got the curly hair, she wears the key, the cowboy hat, that accent, that voice, that's her. It's gotta be. She's such a bad character. It was a horribly bad character. A horrible, bad character, and just bad character. Period. If that makes any sense. She was not a good bad guy. How's that? Alright, you got a deal.
We're talking. Now give me a sec to get the door open.
Good thing Shin's not here. I don't think he'd agree to this.
No shooting, boys. can't come again.
Hi. Oh. Who are we shooting at? I guess robots are coming in.
Robots.
Does that guy's name say Dildo? No, Dillo. Never mind. My bad. It's fine. I think other people are trying to shoot through the door and I'm in the way. Damn it. Food, drink, aid. Let's go for that. And how's my sanity? Do that. And do what? This. Don't shoot at me while I'm taking my meds. You won't like me when I'm not medded. Medded? Yes. I'm gonna die in here. They're not giving me enough time to heal. Don't follow me! If they nerfed a ghoul's ability to heal, they have made it unfun to play. If I have somehow or another nerfed myself, this is my fault, obviously. It takes me so long to heal, half the battle is already gone by the time I get healed back up again. Are you You're shooting at me again. Valdez, take care of my light work. I'm trying to do a thing. It's taken like 4 times of reloading this thing now to get fully maxed again.
No idea. It must be something you've changed, or maybe one of your genetic. I don't know.
I don't either. Tally, you gonna stop? You gonna stop running? Okay. Well, you figure out where you're trying to go, and I'll just check these bodies. Where are the... Oh my gosh. Ma'am, stop.
Damn. Good thing you showed up when you did. Looks like I was right about you. Shame we keep meeting under these circumstances. We could get into some real trouble. Can't believe the Brotherhood bailed us out. Well, a deal's a deal. Key card's yours.
Thanks.
All yours. You got this far, so I'm guessing the way you came is clear. Thanks again. Maybe we won't even shoot you if we see you again.
Doubt it.
No promises.
What's a few bullets between friends?
You got interesting friends, Initiate.
Don't judge me. I can't. I've got to supplement my personality card. You guys are boring the crap out of me. Especially whenever you go off with the what's her name? The lady in charge?
Oh, Romani?
Yeah, Romani, whenever you go off with her, it's like she's trying to teach you in school, here's a map. This is what a map is. Can you say map? Reminded to myself, when the Hellcat company delivers new specimens, I must request that they bring in more chemicals. Supplies are running thin, and I detest inaction. I would venture out myself for this purpose, but my experiments currently running do not permit my absence for any length of time. Clear instructions must be given to overcome the gaps in education and chemical literacy. That is not a mistake I will repeat. Formic acid, dimethyl sulfate, hydrazine, pepperide, acrylonitrile, sodium. This sounds like all the stuff that they put in bread whenever they make it. Okay. Okay, I got a lot of markers of things I need to look at.
I was just looking up the person who voiced Tally.
Uh-huh.
Just to see who she was in Fear the Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
But she did play Sherry Birkin in Resident Evil 6.
Sherry Birkin. I don't even think I watched Resident Evil 6.
She's a voice actor for a lot of games.
I simply must find a more effective solution to dealing with the remains of my unsuccessful trials, which you mean is the corpses. It is an effective enough and simple release to those which begin transforming, but the subjects whom die in the process remain a problem. Storing them in a disused portion of the cryogenic lab suffices in preventing decomposition and is concomitant odors? Who is this? Stephen King? That's not a word. It probably is a word, but just for pretentious bastards. Anyway, odors from becoming an issue, but even the most materialistic of scientists cannot escape the uncanny feeling it's generating. By those proximity of large number of human corpses. Well, at least you named them corpses. Okay. Shirley Birkin is the little girl from the second game, Claire's questline. Huh. Okay, I need to go to a lower level here? Oh, okay. And then FEV research.
These vessels research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn.
Oh, Sherry.
Number 57. Begin to doubt my own sanity at times. My efforts, while not without progress, continue to fail to bear real fruit. The FEV seems almost deliberately malignant, as if it had a consciousness, and rejects my every attempt to bend it toward a benevolent end. I've come to recognize the signs of imminent metastasis and conversion to the so-called super-mutant state. I am ill-equipped to deal with the product of such failure, and have taken to disposing of these unfortunates outside the vault itself. I regret that my current methods of disposal may, in the short term, increase the super-mutant population in Appalachia, but it cannot be avoided. End
You
log.
could have just killed them. Okay.
By the way, Liz, some mentats over there by the table you were just standing at, the little trolley thing.
Ah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Over here on this level is another marker. I'm just being led all around this daggone building. I guess this is where you hear the tie-up of all of this stuff in the things.
To be honest with you as well, you see for me doing this quest line, you eventually get a free set of power armor at the end of it.
Okay.
Oh my god. The smell.
Thanks.
I regret the ugliness you find here. Things I had to do. They were necessary, but that necessity made them no more pleasant or palatable. Seeing these things, I imagine you must intend to kill
Oh
me.
wow, they're fighting a Snallygaster over here.
I do not blame you for this.
We're supposed to bring him in alive. Don't forget that.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn, number 112. My work's demand for human subjects has increased dramatically with the background of my To this end, I have contracted with a group of mercenaries calling themselves the Hellcat Company. Trustworthy, if such a term applies here. They display a useful moral flexibility. They do not question the nature of my work, or my need for human subjects. And I do not illuminate them. Already they have begun acquiring new subjects at a far greater pace than I could, and a contingent remained to guard the vault itself. I must be careful. A mercenary is only as loyal as their pay, after all.
What is going on over there? Speak to Cassidy Holloway. I'm looking at the wall.
Down.
Do you know how we can open the cell? Sit tight, I'll get you out of there. You mean to tell me it does not matter where I'm standing inside of my settlement and that dude's like straight in my ear hole? This lady's way over there and I can barely hear her? What you mean? Why didn't you just wait till I got over there? Serum trials. What? 89C. Marks the first improvement. Had felt so certain that it was going to be on the right track after those results, but the next step iterations were utter failures. 89C is at least shows a further improvement in radiation and electrical resistance. Is he actually the one making the serums? Or the serums are a result of his research. It's just like the byproduct of some of the stuff that he came across. Personal logs. Barring the unexpected occupants in Chamber 3, the test chamber behind the vault's occupants provide ample holding for live subjects. Their simulated environments may not be the most comforting or welcoming, but perhaps they are at least more comfortable than a bare concrete cell. Although it defeats their purpose, at times I wish the observation windows had shutters. An unfortunate incident. One of the subjects addressed me by name today. I find this unpleasant and distracting. To complete this work, I must be dispassionate. Such things remind me of how I will be viewed in the future, even if the work is successful. I must be more careful in the future not to introduce myself to potential subjects. An alias is perhaps pointless now, having been given my name to the Blue Ridge Company on more than one occasion, but I can at least avoid compounding the error. Vivisection. I imagine that future generations will paint me as a monster, even if they enjoy the world my work makes possible. A demented madman slicing sadistically into innocent living subjects. Vivisection is useless to me, of course. I am familiar with the workings of the human body, and I require it undamaged to accurately assess my results. My living subjects have never needed to fear me grotesquely rooting around inside of them like some perverse augur. Dissection, on the other hand, has its values in the aftermath of my trials, and there are many tests I must conduct that require needles, probes, and other monitoring and measuring devices, but I never vivisection. Okay.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn, number 5. The creators of the forced evolutionary virus were idiots savant. They saw weapons, soldiers to win a war that would end almost as soon as it began. They had discovered a means by which we could seize the reins of human evolution, and all they could envision was more efficient death. My colleagues at West Tech were likewise fools. They made the virus a plaything in Huntersville, their ant farm, shaking it to watch them scurry. The FEV was never meant to create abominations. At its core is something wondrous and hopeful. I will free it from what they made of it. Humanity will have the future it should have had, and a better human will build that world, free from fear. End log.
Okay. Alright, 102 was really gotten to the 6th revision of this particular serum. A line of investigation usually bears fruit or proves a dead end long before, but 102 seems externally just on the cusp of unlocking its secrets. Revision F marks at a point in this case, good grief. The subject demonstrated prolonged retention of identity and cognitive function even as the metamorphosis began, and trials of the second subject evinced a remarkable improvement in the physical durability before any gross morphology changes occur. If I can isolate the metastatic trigger which precipitates the transition into a super mutant stage, the goal will have been in reach. Okay. After the trials, I believe the problem lie with the delivery method. Direct injection of the serum resulted in the same similar times. However, introducing the serum into food, air, and water supplies of the subject's chamber produced a prolonged offset transformation. Okay. He's drugging them? And after the trials, worked to exploit the respiratory and digestive offset to the immune system. Okay. So he was taking different parts of the FEV and trying to make different serums. Gotcha. Okay, well, at least now that one counts that I did it. Let me do a quick unlock of the test chamber so she can talk to me through the wall. Cool. I'm just going to unlock all these. I hope there wasn't anything bad back there. Okay. Play this log.
Molly Cooper, biology, log 280.
Okay, this is one of the ladies that was here before.
What is this? The specimen record is blank. No vitals, no measurements, no source data. Just an ID, X001. The cellular structure is unlike anything I've ever seen. I can't even identify the organelles. I ran it through the DNA sequencer twice, but nothing at all. I talked it over with Nina, and she's gonna try splicing it into some of the cellular structures at random, just to see what happens. It's a long shot, but we have a quota to meet. Fucking Vault Tech.
Quotas. Gotcha. Okay. And then this one.
Molly Cooper, biology, log 280. What is this?
Okay, I already read that one.
The
Or
specimen
heard that one.
record is blank. No vital.
Step. Research logs. Oh no. The serum's more stable but less effective. Recommended fine-tuning serum's parameters and selecting subject with skin characteristics that promote conductivity to allow for better capacity. Rapid comprehensive regenerative capabilities following penetrative or blunt force, trauma, epithelial damage, or extensive blood loss. Okay. Subcutaneous progenesis was achieved. What does that even mean? Complementary heat resistance mutations proved insufficient, causing the subject to immolate and self-cremate. They injected it with something that caused it to set itself on fire. Okay. Limited progenesis was achieved with no apparent damage to the subject. Results initially appeared disappointing. However, upon death, a violent chemical reaction caused the subject's body to explode, destroying its remains, its opponent, and the most of the text chamber. Who was its opponent? Okay. They were doing Battle Royale in here. Subject successfully shifted twice as an evasive maneuver following the third shift. Subject reappear embedded in the torso of an opposing creature, causing immediate death. Oh no, it merged. That's gross. Okay, and then the personal logs. It's not the quotas that bother me, awful as it is. We can do 4 credits a week, but I can't stomach what we're doing to earn them. We should be protecting these animals, preserving them, and not abusing them and be forced experiments after another. And then we stick them in the test chambers and make them fight to see which mutations are stronger. It's horrible. Okay, well that explains who the combatant was. Nina always was a workaholic. I had to plan dates to Camille to block her calls while we were out, but she always made time for me. Now she's in the lab past midnight every night, always working on the same new strain, making sure that we have something ready for the next week, and the week after that, and the week after that. The quotas keep getting worse. They're over 200 a week now. With most of that burden falls on her, it's killing her, and it's killing us. Okay. We got a dog when I was 10, Vera. Big Malamute Danny used to call her Wolf. She looked like it, but she was sweet as could be. Cronenberg's flashbacks to RoboCop? Uh-oh. Looked just like her. Same stripe on her... Oh, number 373 looked just like her. Same stripe on her cheek and everything. And then when we gave her the injection, Nina's new flaming mutation, she caught fire, burned from the inside out. Right there on the operating table, I swear she looked at me right at the end, right before her face melted. She looked just like Vera. Well, that's disturbing. She's dead. I can't believe she's dead. I tried to stop them. I jumped in front of the Assaultron. It threw me down, just blasted her. In front of all of us, her body fell over me. Hans tried to grab her, but I saw it. Her head was gone. I can't do this none anymore, not without Nina. So something happened to Nina. Okay. Why are you still pointing at this one? What have I not? Do I need to take the... No. Unlock test chambers? I have unlocked. Okay, for some reason that one didn't count. Okay, speak with Cassidy Holloway. Hold on. There's another research thing.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn. Number 13. Whatever the prior occupants of this vault may have done, I must thank them. Especially Chief Engineer Dr. Memling. The good doctor, while a respectable scientist in his own right, had the classic engineer's idiosyncratic approach to maintenance. His additions to the vault reactor and electrical subsystems provide me with ample points of connection to directly access mains power. Between this and certain defects in reactor shielding, I have invaluable resources for my research. My first attempts in this area are more disappointing, however. Lacking Memling's expertise, my electrical impedance tests failed dramatically. The unintentional discovery of a new method of rapidly cooking a mole rat fails even in that regard. Mole rat exposed to several thousand volts at significant amperage does not make for an appetizing sight. Nonetheless, these results are duly recorded, and I believe my understanding of the system is sufficient to produce more useful results in the future. End log.
Dude just went up to, like, there was a couple of wires that were stretched apart, and he's like, what happens if I stick a mole rat in this?
Everything.
Yep. Unbelievable, they left a snelligaster inside one of the test chambers. Remarkably, it is still alive, if understandably quite irritated. Whatever they did to it seems to have removed its need for sustenance. Perhaps it metabolizes trace elements directly from the air or engages in some strange form of photosynthesis. Regardless, the chamber shall remain locked, and it must be... I must take care of when defrosting the other specimens. In cryostorage, I cannot predict what mutations they may exhibit. Okay. Alright, let's go unlock these folks.
Somebody get us out of here.
Yeah. I'm working on it. There you go.
Everything hurts. I feel sick.
Is that you saying that?
We're going to die in there.
Help us.
Hi.
Oh, thank God. You've got my thanks, stranger. Introductions are in order, I guess.
Yeah, because this is the first time we've met. Are you hurt?
I'm not injured. Got lucky. The doc didn't do any surgery on me. That nut job was dosing me with diseases, though. Said he was testing incubation and immune response times. Weird thing is, he kept apologizing. Got a bad case of sludge lung now. But I'm holding up. Some of the others are in worse shape.
They're going to go back to their town or whatever, and they're going to start mutating.
I can't take it anymore. We ain't going anywhere. Hey, if you run into that crazy doctor, give him a kick for me.
Sure. I will definitely give him a kick. If we tell the Brotherhood that all these test subjects might be injected with things that could cause them to mutate, wouldn't that, in essence, in theory, mean that the Brotherhood have to kill them?
The things you did to us.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. We probably should not inform them. They would be better off... No, oh, we gotta go way over here. Where are we going now? Open the Overseer's office. Okay, alright.
Follow the Ghoul.
Oh.
Open sesame seed.
Open sesame seeds. I prefer sunflower seeds. I can have sunflower seeds in moderation. Need sunflower seeds in moderation. Like, I can sprinkle some over a salad or eat like a small handful.
Though it seems futile, I ask one final time.
Let me in.
Leave this vault and the things you have seen. You cannot change what has happened here. Leave me to this cold and lonely place.
Okay, speak to Valdez.
The card doesn't work? Blackbird must have overridden the door codes. Probably guess the looters might find a key card eventually if they had the run of the place.
Okay. Can you do anything? Do your magic stuff to it.
If I had more tools, time, and some schematics, sure.
Just talk dirty
Under
to
the
it again.
circumstances,
Mhm.
we'll have to get creative.
You want me to shoot the controls?
Doors are hydraulically sealed.
Shoot the wires. I mean,
Find
the piping.
lines that feed to this door, we might be able to cut the pressure holding it shut. Look for a utility room nearby.
Okay.
I saw one of those.
Utility room.
There's one over here.
It is going in the right direction. Cut the hydraulic lines. Or push a button.
Break everything.
Take a look.
Okay, hang on. This panel connects to an array of pipes and appears to control hydraulic lines within the vault. You can use the lines to connect the overseer's door, but you still need to figure out how to disable it. Strength. Use raw force to put a crimp in the hydraulic line. Intelligence. Identify and close the correct valve. Bladed weapon. Cut the hydraulic line to the door. Smash the controls and hope. Which one shall we do?
Hope. Smash and hope.
Smash and hope.
Wow. One of my tutors called that method ape dynamics. Hopefully that did the trick. We should.
You've had it up to here with this vault. You bash the controls repeatedly with the butt of your weapon. Smash dials, switches, and meters alike. Sparks fly and some lights go out. That's probably did it right. Bang space on keyboard.
Ape dynamics.
I'm tired of this crap. It's cold in here. I don't like cold. Even my sack is cold. You know what happens when you get a cold sack?
Shrinkage.
Exactly.
It appears neither the vault defenses nor the Blood Eagles were a match for you. Quite formidable. You can lower your weapons.
Ape dynamics.
It would clearly be futile for me to struggle, and I surrender willingly.
Oh, we're taking you in, Blackburn. You have to pay for what you've done. You're a monster. We should kill you where you stand. Even if I am oppressed by what you tried to do here, you must know you've gone too far. Is this research you told me about, is this studying disease? Do I care what his reason for?
Contrary to what you may think, I did not lie to you when we spoke at Fort Atlas. I did say it would be difficult for a layperson to understand.
Hey, Richie, over here.
How can you justify this insanity? I've seen what FEV does. How do you think you can help anyone?
FEV was never intended to be a source of abominations and grotesqueries. It was to be the next step in human evolution. Our refinement into something greater and better. Certainly the fools at West Tech were more obsessed with observing its failures than correcting them. But its true purpose was for good, and now it will fulfill that purpose. Because of me.
Listening to this is making me understand Shin's point of view.
What happens if we give him to Shin? I mean, worse things could happen. You claimed this to be doing...
And start dating.
Yeah. As long as he's the smaller spoon. You claim to be doing this for the good of humanity, but you created more super mutants.
This is true. I wish it could have been avoided. It was easier and safer, for myself, if not for others, to release those failures before their metamorphosis was complete. I had
Or you could kill them.
And I knew the Brotherhood was out there to deal with the errors.
Your errors tunneled into Fort Atlas and could have killed everyone!
Valdez is speaking from your back pocket, Richie.
On the road to success. That level of coordination suggests an increase in cognitive development over the typical example. Still, I bear the Brotherhood no ill will. My apologies for that.
He just didn't have it in him to put down his experiments. We need to know everything that you've done. What makes you think you've succeeded here? All I've seen is horrors.
Do you believe I did this all blindly? Groping madly in the bodies of the innocent for some unknown and hallucinatory secret? With each iteration, each test conducted, I identified flaws in the virus and calculated their removal.
Jerusalem, thank you. Welcome.
It sounds like you haven't actually tested your perfect virus.
There are steps being taken as we speak.
What did he do with his stuff?
That might exist are minor.
Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. I appreciate. They're here. Okay, so basically we just found out where all the serums are coming from, and him saying, I succeeded, basically means that someone brought his serums out, and they're supposed to be helping humanity. Maybe. We need to know everything. What have you done?
I am sure your Brotherhood will happily interrogate me until I have no tale left to tell. I will be entirely forthcoming, though I expect you will want to conduct your inquisition within confines more amenable to the Brotherhood.
Like I said, this area is cold.
The Brotherhood is free to collect anything they like. My work here is finished.
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, I think we should just blow up the vault.
What you call insanity is merely the regrettable necessity of my work. That it condemns me in your eyes, or consigns me to whatever hell may exist, is a price I pay willingly. I have ensured the future of humanity, not just in Appalachia, but the world. No cost is too high for this. Were it possible to achieve it without the suffering of innocence, I would have done so.
The people that are in the media right now, that are just like...
I hope hell does exist.
Despise me if you will. I took no pleasure in what had to be done.
I just really don't think that's the case. I don't believe you, dude. I think you're just a psychopath. Those people talking about blocking out the sun, it's the same kind of hubris and insanity. I'm like, I believe we can just block out the sun and everything's going to be fine.
That you do. As you wish.
We're taking you in, or you're a monster and I should kill you where you stand. Obviously, we're going to have to take him in because you can't fix what he broke if he's not alive to tell us what he did. So we're going to take him in.
Yes, I assumed as much when you entered. Very well. Consider me arrested, if you must. I am ready to face any judgment the Brotherhood wishes to mete out. My work here is complete regardless, and it is too late for you to stop it.
You know, after we handcuff him, if he happens to run into the wall on the door about 5 times, I still didn't kill him, right? I think we're done here. Your work cannot be stopped. What do you mean? I can't let you go back to Fort Atlas. There are people, Blackburn, like Cassie, you tortured and experimented on that. Well, he knows that. You'll answer for your crimes. No, he won't. Crazy folks rarely ever do because they think they were justified in doing so. I think we're done. You cannot stop. What do you mean?
Simply that I have achieved my goal. The FEV is perfected, and it is too late for you to change that. My sacrifices, the terrible things I have done to accomplish this, it has been paid in full, and now salvation awaits humanity.
What? You can't do anything with it now. We've caught you. You're finished.
And your little dog, too.
Have I given you any reason to believe I have not already taken the necessary action?
Okay, that's not good.
Thank you, Valdez. I appreciate it. I can't believe I let you go back to Fort Atlas. I can't believe I let you go back at Fort Atlas. Well, it's a little late for all of that. Okay, I think we're done here.
I am at your disposal, then.
You can head out. I'll radio for a team to secure the site and get the prisoners to safety. Then bring Blackburn back to the fort. I'm sure the others are going to have a lot of questions for him. Good work, Initiate. I'm glad you were here.
There is nothing left for you here. I am certain your paladin and knight will extract any information they need once I am under guard at your fort.
Blackburn's bungalow? Bungalow? Wait.
Recovery team should be on their way.
What the heck is Blackburn's bungalow? That sounds dirty. Why is it in my pocket?
Think of me what you will. It will change nothing.
This dude so needs to die. Hang on.
Good work in here, Initiate.
Is this all we got?
Get a hold of yourself.
What did you ask of me?
Bastard.
I'm in custody at your
Nina's dead. Eric.
It's a
dead.
fancy shack? Okay.
All because of your damn quotas. If you can't show a little compassion, shut the hell up.
Hey, now. I regret what happened to Nina. I truly do. But we're wasting time. What?
Okay.
There, that should disable the sensors. Now listen carefully. They aren't my quotas. They never have been. They're set by the mainframe. Look, there are next week's numbers.
God. There's no way. Why didn't you tell us?
It's on a hair trigger. If it did detects anything, any word of conspiracy or sedition, it will kill us. I had to be sure. The only way we survive the next week is to take it out.
You want us to fight our way out?
We don't have to. For the past 2 years, I've been working on a virus, Seraph. Upload it into the mainframe and it can take over. Shut down the system, the experiments, everything. It can let us out.
The EMS.
Won't be a problem. I designed that system. My students wrote the damn protocols. I can beat it.
My students?
We can't go on like this. I'm in. For Nina.
For Nina!
Jeanette? Hans?
All right.
What were the quotas exactly? Did I miss a tape? There's one over here too. Or was.
Here's what I need from you. We move on Saturday, just before the quota check.
Here it is.
Be ready.
Sensor discrepancy detected in the Overseer's office. Applying cancellation algorithm. Done.
Have a good week, everyone.
Think of me what you will.
Dismissed.
It will change nothing.
Okay. There's one last thing.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn.
Oh no, there's another one over here.
Under any other circumstance, it would feel foolish to begin recording these before my work has even meaningfully begun. I developed this habit during my graduate studies. A tool helping me as much to retain my insights as to preserve my failures. Here, when nothing about what I am to undertake is normal, I break with tradition and start these logs now. Posterity requires this moment be kept. What I am about to do will almost assuredly make of me a villain in the eyes of many. My work is distasteful and must be conducted in secret. Here, for whatever person may one day hear this, I say for the record that what I will do, I do out of love. An unselfish love that knows no rest. Not for a person. No cliched deceased spouse or lost child motivates me. Humanity is my love. Though none would accuse me of excess sentiment. We are a species tormented by the ravages of the Great War, reduced to vermin eking out an existence in the rubble of the world that was. The mistakes of my past are writ on the face of every survivor, living in fear of the mutated horrors that stalk the wasteland. I can correct this. I must. We are not meant to live like this. There is a way forward to free us from the horrors I created. Yet I fear the failures that lie between me and the future I see. They will be many, and they will cause a great deal of pain before I am done. The sins of West Tech must be undone. The price will be extreme, but it must be paid. If my life is included in that price, I will pay it gladly. I record this log not to seek forgiveness. I neither deserve nor require it. I ask only that you, my hypothetical listener, know that the things to come are not the product of ill intent or a sadistic mania. One day, good will come of the evil I am set to do. I hope that you are there to see it and understand. End log.
Okay. Please tell me this is the last one.
Personal log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn, Huntersville. I should never have allowed Dumont to convince me to stay with West Tech when they shuttered the Greenhouse Initiative.
There is nothing left for you here. I am serving your paladin and knight and extract any information you need. Once I am under guard at
The
your
Greenhouse
front.
Initiative turned the same work to feeding the ever-increasing starving masses. Noble goals and worthy science. The discovery of the FEV abandoned all that. The awesome potential of the virus, what it could do if harnessed to those same ends. Ignored. Instead, they saw a weapon. Super soldiers. Small-minded bureaucrats and their pet scientists had the keys to human evolution and saw only profit in war. Dr. Khan, a disgrace to that title, took took over. And even those miserable goals were cast aside in favor of the perverse. Infecting the water supply of Huntersville just to observe the effects? Why? We knew the virus in its current state produced horrors. Had we been looking for a cure, perhaps it could have been justified. But Khan had no such interest. He did it because he could. Were I a better man, a better scientist, I would have left immediately. My belated resignation does me little credit. And log.
Okay, so he was part of the original FEV grouping, and he had nothing to do with Huntersville. Okay. He had the right intent. He just did it the wrong way. I'm not sure in this type of society how you would have been able to do it the correct way, but either way, we can leave now. And please tell me I'm not going to find any more of those damned holotapes on the way out of the building. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we'll find out you missed like 10 of them or something.
Yeah, damn, this was a lore-heavy section.
Yeah, it really was. I think I've been here and listened in part, at least to some of those holotapes, but not knowing how they fit in with the lure or what kind of lure it was attached to or anything else like that. It had no basis.
Yeah, this is where we did the daily operations, so there might have been some kicking around then. Yeah, you've got to lead the way out because we don't have the key card.
I could probably just teleport out.
Our escaping this vault is completely reliant on your sense of navigation.
Oh, y'all were dead. So dead. I feel like we came from the other side of this room, but I have no idea. I say we just teleport out. I don't think we'd have to do all that.
I think it's right at the right time for end of stream, the end of the quest as well.
Yep.
Unless we're going
Let's
longer.
go to the exterior. Ah, good heavens. That was so much lore. It's nice to finally actually have the bits and pieces of all of the lore together instead of just finding random holotapes and not knowing what the quests and the people or whatever all this stuff involved. It's nice to actually have the lure on that one, but damn, that was a lot to digest.
Probably still hungry.
I reckon. Something. Oh my goodness. Okay. Because we are already just like right here and I am past time.
Keep all these rough and tumble soldiers in line.
How am I hearing you right here? Stop. Don't look at me like that. God. Well, let me project my voice right into your ear hole. Okay, we are fisting to raid and head out. I am kind of surprised I have not been asked to send out the text message, which means I'm probably going to be asked very soon to send out the text message, so I need to be ready to send it when it happens. I'm waiting for permitting on something, and they need information from me, so...
Soldier. I like the sound of that.
She likes the sound of that, guys. Let's see. Let's do a redirect on the YouTubes. You know, assuming there's anybody to redirect to. There is nobody to redirect to, so I'm going to redirect to tomorrow's stream so you guys can, like, hit the bell notification if you haven't already, so you will know when that one goes live. It is tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you guys then. You have a wonderful day, wonderful night, and you stay shiny. Bye, guys. And I am so sorry there was so much damn lore and you had to hear me reading that much. I apologize. That's like torment.
Yeah. We had no idea how much there would be.
And it's like some form of torture. That should be illegal.
I knew the Brotherhood was
but I'll see you guys next time.
was on a whole different level.
Oh boy.
Good recruits like me.
That was so many holotapes.